to the Sports Goombahs. Cassidy King here. I got my chef to the left, Brendan B. Who's always to my left. Mikey Wall to the right. Hey, where's buddy? Here he is.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Are we fine? Are we here?
Yep, we're here. We're finally on. You know how it is. I got on the air. I was like, let's see what tech problem I can screw up now. And I did. I aim to disappoint. This is the Sports Goombahs. We're live in the 515 studios, Bucks County, PA. Give us a call, 267-563-2893. It's the Sports Goombahs hotline. We're at www.sgshow.net. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Mike, are we live on Twitter tonight?
Always live.
Always live on Twitter. We got you up on the big board. You don't want to call? Just text us. Text us something.
Or tweet us.
Tweet us, text us, Facebook, we're watching.
That's at Sports Goombahs.
That's where it's at. Right there. Right there indeed. Sports Goombahs brought to you by Castle Public Adjusters. Number one public adjuster in the Delaware Valley. Take care of all your insurance needs when it comes to rain, thunder and lightning, fire and smoke, theft. Anything that happens to your house, give Castle a call. 215-752-1237. That's 752-1237. Or check them out at castlepa.com. You know, I'm beat up. You want to know why I'm beat up? I'll tell you why I'm beat up. And it's the craziest thing. I spent 2 hours prior to this show talking to Verizon. These people, they try to rip me off every month. Who pays $350 a month for cable? Oh, you pay it for cable? Every week I call these people, have the same stupid argument with them.
I pay a third of that.
And just for calling them, they charge me $50 because I changed something. What happens? I had a broken box. You know, I was trying to play HBO, and it kept, you know, how it fizzles away or whatever they call it.
Were you trying to watch the naughty channels?
That's another thing, too.
He wore out the AB button.
Yeah. No, it's not. You can't, in fact, it doesn't say AB on it anymore. It's just like a schmooze of a car, you know? So I just told them, I said, my box doesn't work. So I said, and instead of just sending me out a stinking other box, he sent me 3 more new and improved FiOS. What do they call the FiOS thing? They got an upgrade.
Quantum.
A quantum leap to more freaking money. That's what it was. I said, I don't even watch TV. All I do is watch the Sports Goombahs over and over again on my YouTube. That's all I do. The lady didn't speak English, so I had to hang up on her. I don't mean that. I can't understand it. Why continue the conversation if I can't understand? So I hung up right in the middle. I can't take it. I get another lady on the phone. She was a little more calm. Spoke English. I understood it. It was nice. It went through the whole thing. By the time I was done, I owed more money. They gave me more channels, I owed more money. I couldn't take it no more.
They gave you more channels and they owed more money.
Yeah,
I got suckered in.
I got the game show channel back, which they took off last week for some reason. You know, couldn't watch the Family Feud. I was jonesing for the feud.
What? Well, can't you like pick what you want anymore with that?
Yeah, but you can't just go, I want this, and this. You got to get this package that offers these.
Well,
this
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You can't do that. That's the way. You know what?
If that was the case, I'd have like 4 channels. I'd pay like $10 for cable.
Yeah,
that's not the case.
They got me by the.
Well, what do you have? You have FiOS?
I have Comcast.
Oh, you have Comcast. I don't think Comcast does it yet.
No,
I think FiOS does. I don't know what the thing is offering.
Yeah, that's it. But here's the killer.
You got to go to Comcast. Take the switch.
I can't. What happened here was when I switched over the other time.
Did you curse somebody off?
No, they ripped out the cable. They were doing the blacktop and they chopped the cable out. So there's no more cable coming to my house. They covered it up in blacktop, so they can't get to everyone the wires again. I'm not switching again. It's the same old crap. Every 2 years you switch back and forth when the deal runs out. So anyway, they got me by the nuts.
As long as you yell at them, you have no problem. My mom does it. My mom does it every month.
I yelled at them, but
her bill's been the same since like 2001.
No, they don't speak English. You can't yell at them. But anyway, they got me by the nuts because I got Ray Donovan coming in next week. I'm watching this new show called Brink, which is pretty funny. It's only on for a half hour.
Which is odd.
I know.
That's odd, especially for a cable show.
Well, no, the Entourage was like that. Yeah,
yeah,
but this is different.
Really?
This show's a little more into it. But I don't know. Another show they probably think they wouldn't make it. But it's funny, but it's serious back and forth. All the shows are coming on. True Detectives back on again, which I like. Which I missed the first show, so now I'm behind on that one. I got to catch up to that. But they're on. All the shows are on now. They got you in the summertime. You know,
Well, that was always the good thing. At least you get in the summer, you might not get, all the number one, but you get some decent fill-ins.
If you go to Showtime right now online, you can watch Ray Donovan now. They have the series, the first show running on the internet.
You're the only person that really loves it. I mean, I think my dad does, but that show, I tried. I give it one a shot. I gave Ray Donovan a shot. I lost interest like 4 episodes in.
4 episodes
Yeah,
in?
4 episodes
you
in.
needed to,
No, I don't need. No, I don't.
6 episodes
No, I
to make
don't.
it work. Yes,
No,
you do.
because if your show doesn't grab my attention
In 3 episodes.
in 4 episodes, then yeah.
I think 3 is your
That's what I'm saying. If
break
I give you 4 or 5, I think it went to 5 probably.
B, who are we talking about here? Grabbing attention.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Because
No. He is the perfect
talking about?
example of it.
Let's watch
His generation.
5 seasons of The Walking Dead in like 3 weeks.
I never saw one Walking Dead.
That's your fault.
They could grab me the first 2 seconds in that movie.
Well, there you go. It's
In
not a
fact,
movie.
The show, the name of the show turns me off.
Well, there you go. You're more closed-minded talking about me being
Walking
closed-minded.
Dead, closed-minded,
Ray Donovan?
which is more realistic.
Which is more realistic? I don't know. I'm telling you, they're coming. The zombies. My kids make fun
Yeah,
of
I
them.
know,
They're
the
coming.
zombies. They're coming
I
right out of
can't
the.
wait.
They're opening up the graves, jumping right out of the ground. That's the next
It's not,
thing.
no,
we
it's not even. There's contingency plans made. This
contingency plans.
there's one disease out there that mimics this whole zombie-like thing, and it's rabies. And if it ever mutates, like any other
He's been
virus,
looking us up.
oh yeah, I'm prepared, baby.
Well, you better get. You better
got-
get some water and
I
some
got
canned goods.
pitchforks and some
Get some
machetes in the
water, some canned
garage.
goods, and get yourself organized.
Yeah, here's-
because
I had
the end is
Baseball
there.
bats. Yeah.
With your amazing experience with Verizon, I had a great experience with Comcast when I first moved out. They gave you blocks to choose from to install everything. I chose the 2 to 6. So I had work till 3 that day. It was a Saturday. I got a missed call like about 11:10 in the morning. Hey, where are you? I said, I'm at work. What do you mean? Well, I'm here. I chose 2 to 6. Well, I got done early. Well, I'm not there. That's the reason I chose 2 to 6. I called when I got home from work. They go, yeah, we can get somebody out there on like the 15th. Keep in mind, I was like 8 days in advance. I'm like, no. I was like, I'm not going to go 8 days without cable. And then I was like, oh, it's fine. I was like, you know what, forget it. I was like, I'll just go to Verizon. Magically, somebody just became available. Oh, they'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
They'll be there tomorrow. Or Monday. They'll be there Monday. I was like,
It's
there you go.
It's
Just
a-
make threats. They don't want to lose your business.
Nah, it's a big game. They're all into it. You know?
See, I don't. And your bill doesn't have any like all the channels, your internet, your phone, your
Yeah,
house
it's got
phone,
blah blah blah. But that's
all your
the
cell
thing.
phones.
It's got
Did it have you and your kid's cell
No,
phone?
Have
no.
OnStar and Bluetooth
No.
and your like, what? How much? Why are you paying that much?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm calling. That's why I'm back and forth with the phones with these guys. They keep
Oh,
charging
they
me.
see you coming, man. They got you.
I'm not paying. I
hell.
didn't pay nothing. I give them $200 a month. That's it.
Maybe it's
$200,
because
no
they
more,
know
no
you wear
less.
sleeveless
That's
shirts.
my budget. That's my budget.
It's probably because your budget is your sleeveless shirt
My
budget.
wash
So.
machine broke today, man. A big mess.
It
at the
took your
house,
sleeves
man.
in there.
Yeah, it took my sleeves and everything. Man. It's awful. All my good stuff is all my show clothing is right down the drain.
That's the good stuff.
I'm still stuck on this thing that you have like Verizon and you have no phones on there. At least your phones could chew up $100 a month as it is.
What's your
With the data plans.
what's your Fios bill?
It's right around $430.
430.
Yeah, but I have 4 cell phones.
Oh,
all my
wow.
stuff is bundled. I have 4 cell
The
phones.
bundle
in that.
doesn't save you any money. On that
I have 4 phones in there, house, internet,
stuff.
everything, and I have every channel.
Bottom line-
You guys use landlines? Is that the whole thing?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a landline. I got
Okay,
one right
you got
here.
a landline?
I got a landline right here. Yeah. No,
I thought it was a thing of the past.
nah, it's still this. It's,
I thought that came and went with sleeves and
the only.
shirts.
It's only.
It just came and went. It's gone.
You wish you had a shirt like this, man. You wish a custom made.
I do have a sports Goombah shirt. Of course I
ripped
have
right
one.
here to show the manliness and the arms and everything.
You Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, this is.
I want you to rip out of that shirt right now and do the rest of the shirt. The rest of the show shirtless.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I would love
Show
that.
his sports Goomba tattoo
Oh,
on his
no.
belly button.
I'll tell you, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I want to see it. Mainly, I want to see you struggle to rip a shirt. That's the main thing I want to see.
With these arms, man, forget about it. You guys. Anyway, let's get right to the chaos, and that would be the girls' women's World Cup finals.
Did you
Now,
actually watch?
I did.
I did.
I tuned into it. I really, the only reason I knew it was over is because some guy down the street started screaming outside while I was watering my plants. That's how interested I was in the girls'
Manly.
soccer. It's funny. They say more Americans watch women's World Cup finals than the NBA finals or the Stanley Cups. Stanley Cup finals. I'm thinking to myself, Well, yeah, because there was no NBA final game on. There was no Stanley Cup action going on. There wasn't really any baseball to watch. Golf was off. It was the only thing to watch on TV at all.
What are you
How
talking
do
about?
Shark Week started.
No, I don't care about that. But why? I don't get. Of course, it's bigger because it's more popular.
No, but when you say it was the most watched, it was
More watched by more people than the NBA when the NBA was on,
Right.
and the NHL when the
can't-
NHL was
you
on.
can't compare that. You got to do it when
Why can't you compare it?
well
Why can't you compare it?
because if you take the NBA finals and put it on a day same time as the soccer game was on and
would've
nothing
got
else to
smoked.
watch,
Would have got
It
smoked.
would have got smoked.
maybe it would,
Would've
maybe
got
it would.
smoked.
I'm fairly confident. You know
positive.
why? Because
This is it's a once every 4 year event.
it means something. It means something.
If
It
it was
might
a-
not.
if-
It might not be a sport or even something you can bet on.
If
for
it was
you,
an international friendly, U.S. versus Finland, no, nobody would have watched it. But it was the World Cup, championship.
it was the gold medal, the
Still soccer,
championship round, or whatever the hell
What
you're
they
going to
need
call
to do,
it.
they need to take the goalies out of soccer, man.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's not the dumbest thing you ever heard.
The dumbest thing
Believe
I've
me.
ever heard.
There's
Yeah,
other
you're
heard.
right. You're right. You've said dumber.
Listen,
It's true.
well, you have to see.
I heard your picks last week.
I'll tell you.
Sing.
I gotta give you that. Man. You're right.
That was a good one.
You're right. I'm thinking of quitting that shit, man. If you're paying your bookie, you're out. You're in trouble now if you're following me. You better get out of town. That's for sure.
I will be doing the picks from now on.
I heard some conversation on the radio today about soccer and how everybody's excited about what happened here. And don't get me wrong, it's a good thing, obviously. But if you look and they're talking about why the sport just doesn't make it in the United States like the other big four do, and then they were talking about the value of the game. If soccer, and here's a conversation that was brought up that I don't know if it was stupid or smart, I couldn't really tell. If you were allowed to bet soccer, if that was a law, you can bet soccer.
No.
Let me finish. Would it make soccer a better game in the United States if you were allowed to bet it?
No, I don't think betting has anything to do with it.
Well, no. Now I disagree. If betting had something to do with soccer, it would be marketed different, and people would be interested in different because there was a way to make money on it. If there's a way to make money on anything in this world, people are interested. If there's a way to make money on soccer, and you can bet soccer online, but it just really isn't out there. Every night you can bet soccer all over the world online. As a game played in New Zealand between two people you don't even know, it comes up with a number.
Was it like, you're talking like Barclay League and all that stuff? I understand. I completely understand what you think you're trying to say, but like, let's face it. I mean, like, it's not because you're talking about a segment of gamblers, professional gamblers. And if there's 100 million people in the United States, how many of them are professional gamblers? I would say maybe you're talking less than 1 million. So how does that even figure into the prospect of that being like a sport you can bet on? Because I'm saying casual gambler, even
casual gambler, the whole freaking country gambles. The NFL, it lives on gambling. If you make gambling something that soccer needed to and had to have to survive, it would definitely survive. If you come out there, like, I make a joke about taking the goalie out of soccer, and I say that for a reason. I brought that up because if soccer had more scoring, it'd be a lot more popular in this country. Just look at the NFL.
It was like a hockey game, though. Yes, you're right.
Okay, you're taking a women's soccer game, one game.
5-2.
Okay, you're taking one game, B. I'm talking about the average. You're going to go at one game. That's stupid. We're talking about one soccer game. I'm talking about the whole thing in a whole season's worth.
No.
The MLS is nothing but a minor league soccer league for the rest of the world. That's all it is. The best of the best do not play in the MLS. Okay, but the best of the best do play in the NBA, NHL, and the NFL. And that's where the gambling comes in.
I don't think gambling has anything to do with it. I don't think it has
anything to do with the popularity in this country.
I think it has maybe 0.1%.
It doesn't draw any money from this country. It doesn't draw money. You don't know. They don't advertise. Do they have a channel that supports them anywhere? ESPN, do they support them, or they just put a game on now and then?
They put games on.
NBC, it's usually Sunday mornings.
And
then NBC Sports, Fox Sports, they all play these games. Comcast plays them.
And
you just said it's usually Sunday mornings. We're all up and watching.
It's not us, though. It's you'll.
I understand. I'm not talking about outside the United States. I'm talking about the U.S. I'm
talking about around here.
MLS
I can name at least
mornings.
5 restaurants that open early on Sundays to cater to that crowd. I'm just telling you.
But what doesn't do what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the game as a national game here, as being the number 5 sport.
What is number 5?
Well, when I talk about number 5, you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, I just going what you said.
I don't know if it's number 5. I don't
It
even
is.
know if
It is.
It is.
What would be higher than it? Tennis and golf?
I don't know. Golf, I guess. I don't know. Maybe more people watch golf every other day. Golf's on every weekend. Okay, and it's on all weekend every weekend.
Yeah.
But soccer just tell me why soccer hasn't made in this country then.
It's making it.
It
is. 10 years ago, now it's grown exponentially.
I find it.
I think 10 years from now, it's going to be even bigger.
I thought 10 years ago I was more interested in soccer than I am now.
That's you personally,
well,
but the general consensus doesn't agree with you.
Well, whatever the general consensus is, doesn't really matter at this point because
there's like 10 more teams and they've expanded to Canada. They've, their ratings are,
so at
getting
this
better.
rate, when do you think it'll be a sport that's watched every weekend? And
when they get the best of the best.
The best of the best. Well, the United States has to pay for the best of the best.
Yeah, of course they do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they paid for Beckham back in the day. What did that do for it?
It definitely
helped.
It helped him. I know that.
It helped everybody.
It helped their whole sport.
It helped the
That's
sport
probably where 30% of their current audience came
to
from.
be associated
Easily.
with Beckham. They've gotten a lot of players. The only problem is they get guys in the back half of their career because it's after they've made their runs with their main teams. But eventually they need, and I think they will. I don't know who it's going to be or when. It may be somebody who's 10 years old now. But I think eventually they're going to get one of these best of the best guys in their prime, and it's going to be a huge deal.
Well, wasn't Beckham the best of the best when he came?
He was like 33 when he came here. He was at the end of his career.
And
this wasn't 25.
He just
this wasn't
said he's still
25
going to play. I mean,
Beckham's not going to play. He's going to own a team. He's going to own an MLS.
Oh,
team.
That's what it is.
He's going to own a Miami or LA team, one of the two. I forget which one. But so it's gonna keep growing. It's not gonna be overnight, and it's like I said, you may not realize it, but it's way bigger now than it was 10 years ago. And 10 years from now, it's gonna be way bigger.
I mean, I
think eventually it'll be right up there with hockey. I think it will be absolutely. Hockey's a niche minority sport. You either are passionate about it or you don't care at all about it.
Where was hockey? Where was hockey 10 years ago?
Bigger than it is now.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't.
I believe it is.
Hockey. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be all over ESPN. They used to have their Tuesday night hockey or Monday. Whatever
they don't have. Well,
they don't do this anymore
because they got a network. They got an NHL network and they got NBC.
I'm sure their subscriber list is just flooded with the requests. There's no NHL network.
Maybe there's no NHL network.
No, I'm saying there's no. It's not like you. I've got to tune into the NHL network tonight. Nobody does that. That's not a major thing. When it's on ESPN, is the big exposure. I don't know how you're not getting. How you're not getting
ESPN. That's why ESPN doesn't have hockey anymore.
Because it's not as big anymore. That's the point is made.
It's not. ESPN got bought out by NBC on the hockey and the NHL channel.
I'm sure they just chose. They didn't get bought. I'm sure they just chose not to renew it.
No, they did.
No,
They got bought out. They got NBC and Comcast are bigger than ESPN now. Yeah, they got ESPN on the run. That's why ESPN's got nothing right now. They have what professional sports are there? The Monday Night Football game?
Yeah.
Is that it? What else they got?
Of course they have NBA. They still have baseball. What do you mean? They have everything.
Well, they don't have NBA, ESPN.
Yes, they do.
What
Friday night double headers every week
on ESPN?
Yes.
I haven't.
Friday night double headers is it's been a thing. You're always catching Clippers on a late game of the Warriors.
Is that TNT or?
No, they're Thursday night. They're Thursday.
I can't remember the last time I watched. Who does games for them? Do you know on
ESPN?
Yeah,
like Mark Jackson and stuff.
Really? I can't remember the last time I tuned to the ESPN and watched.
Doesn't mean you watch it. Doesn't mean it's not there. Doesn't mean it's not there. It's still there.
I'm trying to find out the attendance of a soccer game.
Oh, the Goombahs tweeted this out earlier.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Actual attendance per game, like per park, and looks like you're right around
$2,000
for what? A football or
for
soccer?
Soccer, yeah.
How many people show up at a Philly game?
A Philly one?
Do you want me to read off the national attendances?
Union is average
17,724.
There you go.
17,000.
The average MLS attendance is higher than both the NHL and NBA per game by 2,000 people.
What is it? 19 something?
19,150.
And you're talking
per average per game, not the season high.
And once again, I ask you, what's wrong with the sport? Why isn't it in our face like every other sport? Because like I said, it's a niche sport. The guys who are fans would go to the games. Obviously, they're selling a lot of tickets. It's a moneymaker in the arena, in the stadium. It hasn't drawn the eyes yet on TV as much.
You know why?
Tell you what,
it's as much.
It's a terrible game to watch on
TV.
it
isn't.
No,
it isn't.
No,
it's not.
Because you can't. It is because you can't cover the field in there. You know what?
How do you not cover the field?
Because they always. Well, I'm telling you how. It's a center camera. You only see what's going on up front. It's like I bet you.
You
don't
need to see what's going on with the other goalie when they're on the other side of the field. What are you talking about?
But there's movement going on. There's guys setting up and doing things. You don't get to see
when we're
that.
not looking at the end zone of the.
Oh yes, I do.
Oh yeah, well you do.
Yes, I do, man. With the
So
NFL.
when they're throwing the pitch in baseball, you're sitting there, man. What the fuck? What is the right fielder doing right now? I need to watch what is the center fielder doing right this second.
Now your example is
No,
stupid.
how is that
man.
stupid?
It is stupid. It's stupid.
No, it's not.
Because an
It's not in
outfielder
the play. You don't need to watch them.
Oh yeah, okay. Then the wingers for soccer just stand there like this while the play's going
No,
on.
of course they don't.
Yeah,
No,
well,
it's
they're
all
moving.
positioning.
Well,
and you can
if
see
they're moving,
it though.
if they're freaking moving, you
They're
want to see what's
standing
going
there
on. It's like an NHL. You don't want to see what the other players are doing. You go to a live game.
They're all
you just watch
around the puck.
No, they're not. They're not. Defensemen are back by
The
the line.
furthest guys at the blue line. It's not that they're at the other.
When you watch,
hang up by their
you're wrong.
goalie.
When you watch, if you knew anything about hockey, you
I know enough to know the camera's showing them.
You don't, because you would see the players position themselves in hockey away from the puck to get themselves open.
But it's still in camera view.
Proportionately speaking, soccer camera covers more of the field than the camera does.
You insane?
Of the ice.
What's it got to do with sanity? What the frick does it got to do with sanity?
Proportionally speaking, you see
What
more
is
of
he
the
talking about?
more of the field during a soccer match than you will in a hockey ice on a hockey rink.
So, but
So
my point being is that you watching a soccer game. It's okay. I'll give you.
When they do the Ryan Howard shift, you don't see them shifting, but they're still doing it. Why are you complaining? I want to see what they're doing out there.
That's not that. No, because you know what? You just blown it out of proportion. The game's not. First of all, baseball is only played on the pitch. Okay, before the pitch, everybody's standing around. As soon as the pitch goes off, that's when guys position. In soccer, there's movement the whole time. Everybody's on the move all the time. It's a big difference. You can't. The analogy is stupid. Because
so what would you rather have then? 5 cameras all over the place?
To me, to watch the soccer game,
they do switch off like 2 or 3 of them.
Really wide camera where you can barely see the action because you got to cover the opposing goalie.
Actually, it would be the same camera I want to see in the NFL, but I want to see the play up and down the field. I can't stand in the middle. Even with the NFL, I tell you all the time, I can't stand that middle camera.
I'll give you that. At least you're consistent.
If you put that camera behind soccer, I want to like soccer. I really would. I wish it was a good game, but I can't sit there and watch it. If they had more scoring and more action in it, maybe. And less diving and guys rolling around the ground making like they're hurt all the time. At least the girls.
That's how you get calls.
At least the girls didn't do that. They didn't go diving all over the place. I got to give it to them for that.
That's how you get a call. It's part of the game.
He's calling. Yeah, come on.
So people don't flop in NBA? People.
Yeah, that can't stand it. You're right. We bitch about the people flopping all the time.
Especially in the
part
NHL.
of the game.
No, if you're going to make the medical crew come out and roll you over for 5 minutes and then you get up and running around like you're okay, that's no good, man. That's stupid.
We talk about the NFL all the time, too, when a guy gets quote-unquote hurt when a team's driving and the defensive player just goes down, oh, no, I have a cramp.
We don't talk about that all the time. We
did. We
talked about the Chip Kelly bullshit. That's what we were talking about. When he was moving down, we used that.
People were doing it to slow down Chip Kelly. We bitched about that.
Yeah, I know they did, but that's
you do the same thing in soccer.
Guys are just coming back conversation to conversation. We're not talking about Chip Kelly's fast offense.
I'm relating to other sports because you're saying you don't get this sport. So I'm relating to other sports you do get. I don't know what you're not getting about that. Every time we do this, you get so angry when we bring up another sport. You always do. Well, I'm not talking about football.
That's right. You guys take everything I say out of context.
But no, because we're trying to relate it to things you do get. If I didn't get somebody and somebody related to me and something I understood, I'd be like, oh, okay. Now I started to get it.
The Wall Report's canceled.
The Wall Report's canceled. Oh, my God.
Put him in the bathroom.
Some people are just bitter.
Put him in the bathroom.
I don't know.
Anyway,
you are ganging up on you, but I'm with the Wall on this one.
I don't give a shit who you're with. It's still my show.
It's a growing sport.
Listen, it can grow all you want. We'll be dead by the time it grows, right?
You may
one way or another. Soccer. Can't use your hands. It ain't worth watching. The only one I really like in soccer is the goalie because he uses his hands. You know, it's the only smart player on the field.
Your rationale for things, as honest to God, it's one of the worst things.
And if you think I had decent rationale, would I get a goddamn show like this going on? We'd be like the rest of the talk fucks on TV and radio, you know?
Because they don't use their hand, it's not a real show. It's not a real sport.
Well, look at him. He uses his hands, so he's a real talk show host right here. Yeah, radio host. He's using his hands.
He used his hands to rip his sleeves off his shirt.
And spill his coffee earlier. And he spilled his coffee,
52 years old worth.
Yeah. You are something else.
You guys can't take me, man. You know what I mean?
No, I can't. You're right.
We want him on that wall. We need him on that wall.
You're goddamn right, man. You're goddamn right. Give us a call if you give a crap. 267-563-2893. Sports Goombahs hotline. Phone's wide open, waiting for the next numbskull to call this show. Or you can check us out at www.sgshow.net. We're on Twitter at
Sports Goombahs.
There it is. So far, everybody's they're tweeting. Shut up, guys. Anyway, in the world of sports, in the real world, outside of soccer, which we'll call it a sport, but we'll call it whatever. And guess what? Bill Cosby went and said that he gave drugs to all those. I'm reading right here. Oh, he's admitting that he gave drugs to the girls and put them to sleep.
The one, I think.
The one. Look at that.
Quaaludes.
I wonder what made him say that.
Quaaludes. See? I know Quaaludes are now.
He said it was Quaaludes? Is that what he said it was?
Oh, yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
know all about Quaaludes now.
Yeah, well, so do we. Well, I don't know about you guys, but
I'm saying from the movie.
Oh, that's right. From the Wolf of Wall Street. There you go. Glad you watched that one. Poor Bill, man. You grow up and when I think of Bill Cosby, I think of one thing: Fat Albert. That's back when I don't know. You remember that? Now you're a past cartoon.
I'm aware of what exists. I never watched it.
Aware it exists. Yeah, they made an unanimated movie of it.
Yeah, I'm aware of that as well.
Yeah, so Bill Cosby gets nailed, man. That's a shame. That's a shame. A legacy like that gets blown to pieces. I guess he's got to keep his mouth shut now. Right?
I don't know.
I mean, you guys knew more in his prime. What would this be related to nowadays? A guy from today coming out like in
be like Seinfeld.
Like Seinfeld, that's how it was.
It would be the equivalent of like something Seinfeld doing something, right? That's how big he was.
Cosby
for 12 years, he dominated TV.
Yeah, Cosby was the show. He had 2 shows. He had stand up. He had before he even had his shows. He had a detective show. It was I Spy.
I Spy. He was on. Yeah, and then remember, he really was known for his stand up.
Yeah, he was legendary stuff.
That one. I mean, to this day, it's still funny. It's not dirty. It's not
funny to me.
It's still funny.
He's a Penn State, University of Penn.
Temple.
I'm sorry, Temple alumni. Yeah. Always participate in everything
Big
here.
Philly guy.
Big Phil, yeah, absolutely. But what are you gonna do? I mean, this happens now. Everybody gets arrested, man. There's no.
Well, did he get arrested or no?
No, he's not arrested.
No, he's not arrested.
No one's pressing charges.
Who knows?
But will he though?
No,
I don't know.
Can you just say, yeah, he used to drug girls and rape them all the time?
Here's the thing. What's worse, him getting arrested now by people he did something to 20 years ago, or those people coming out just saying it happened and not really. The pressure must be on him because they're not pressing charges. I don't know if they can press charges.
A lot of them they can't.
They can't.
A lot of instances they can't. It's
a
statute of limitations are up, and
so he's got the embarrassment could be better than being arrested. Right?
Paterno syndrome.
Exactly. Yeah. You get that point where I don't know what's he? He's got 80s. He's 80s, man. I know guy. He's got to be up there.
70 something.
He's got to be older than that.
He's up there. I would say 76. I'm guessing.
I thought he was older than that.
Yeah, but when you have all those years of build up rape in your, it wears on you. No, he's older than 70. He's way older than that, I think. He's 77. I was wrong. He's 77.
77.
He must have had a birthday. So
no, he actually has a birthday in like 1 week from today, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Birthday's at 12.
Yeah, speaking of birthday, we a little shout out to the Candy Man. Our own the Candy Man. Our own baseball aficionado, our Freddie Galvis, fan club leader.
I wouldn't call him a baseball aficionado. I call him a Freddie Galvis aficionado.
Well, he likes his baseball. Anyway, he turned 81 on the 4th of July.
God bless him.
He is. He's an old mofo. You know what I mean? Still ticking, still working. Calls the show, probably listening right now.
He's a feisty bugger.
He stopped calling since I yelled at him a couple weeks ago.
He's still allowed to call that.
He's got nothing else to talk about. You know what? If you go to the Phillies right now, I don't mind watching them lose at this point because they finally get it. They finally bringing in the youngins. Some. I mean,
by default, there's like injury. And
stuff. Yeah, but I'm seeing some good plays. I mean, they're not winning ball games; they're losing at the end. But last night was some good pitching. I don't know who's going tonight. O'Sullivan tonight, I think, or is he going tomorrow? Correa. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, well, he's not.
I think it's Correa. I don't even know. I don't know anymore.
You don't even know anymore. They are going against Jimmy Rollins tonight, which is a name we haven't heard all summer, and it's been a long time since we haven't heard his name. I mean, they're mentioned on shows here and there, but nobody's really watching him. Philadelphia Sports usually watches one of our players as they go. Well, Rollins hasn't been playing very well.
No, to what he's like right around the Mendoza. I think he's actually under the Mendoza.
And it is
line.
O'Sullivan.
Yeah, he's
no, Rollins is 208.
Yeah, he's playing around that. He's on the Utley line.
So we all saw this coming.
Yeah, the whole crew.
You saw all 5 guys like all core players. Like I'm thinking one, 2, 3.
No, of all of them though,
They all crash and burn almost at the same time.
but of all of them, you knew Rollins number one.
Yeah, well,
because his number was going worse.
His field, well, they're all going worse. But I mean, his fielding's still there. He's still making some nice, but he's not. He's what he is. He's ending up
hitting eighth and hitting 2 of them.
Well,
I mean,
that's right.
If he was still here, we'd be begging for him to be gone.
Yeah,
so.
well, there's a good reason he's not here. He's smart enough to know get the hell out of here. Because in this town, when you get old and you start rotting away, the fans start rotting on you too. There's no, Utley's the only one who gets a pass for some reason. Even now, now that he's not in the lineup right now, we got nobody to pick on. I mean, Chooch is still a good catcher. Can't hit him anymore.
He can't hit, but he can call a decent game.
Yeah, well, calling decent games is overrated in baseball anymore when your pitcher's only going 5 innings. For the most part. I mean, I don't know. It's watchable baseball right now because once again you're following the youngins coming up, and if you follow them now in 3 years, if this does click, then it's good. You feel good about it, just like we felt good about the 07, 08, 09 Phillies because we all watched them rise. We didn't go free agent nuts, which doesn't look like anybody's going free agent nut in baseball. It looks like everybody's like we talked about last week with Houston and St. Louis. It's
free agency isn't as big as baseball as it is.
No, it wasn't.
Like NBA, it's just like
it stopped.
It's a carousel. Everyone's on a new team.
It stopped with the Yankees not winning titles after they spent. Okay, but the last time they won was against the Phillies.
Because everybody realized that you're signing these guys. It's not even so much the money; it's the years. You're signing these guys to 6-year contracts that are going to take them to the 38 years old. Like that's just not realistic.
Right.
Yep.
Look at no one's bigger thing than Pujols. Look at Pujols is a shell of his former self, and he still has like 4 years left on that thing.
Yep.
Well, we just passed the anniversary of Bobby Bonilla's. He's still getting paid.
Yeah, which team's paying him? Mets are still paying him, right?
1.6 million he gets, or 1.7 somewhere. Every July 1st he gets a check or something like that.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable contract. That's the Mets. They just,
I think they did that just because they knew he was horrible with his money.
No, I have all the details because it was on the wall report. Don't you just spoiled? Thank God.
Oh God.
But gonna kick up that wall pour a little better. We gotta take things out of that we don't know about.
I know. I was just gonna mention.
Kick it up a notch.
Well, I figured how would Bobby Bonilla come up in a normal conversation?
Because B's here and he does that. He brings the abnormal.
No, I am obscure, dude. I am the Cliff Clavin of the sports Goombahs.
The whole reason for it was to save $5.4 million, and now they're gonna pay $29 million.
Easy money.
How can you possibly agree to that as an owner of a team? How can you think that's a good idea?
Well, because when this was done, baseball was in its free agent heyday where everybody was signing whoever they could. Yep. They were banging them out. Bonilla and Bonds were together on Pittsburgh, weren't they? Before they split up? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Bonds, they won that one Pittsburgh team that made it to the playoffs during the Atlanta runs. And then they broke that up. On the free agency, Bonds went to San Fran, he went to the Mets. And that was the end of Pittsburgh.
Well, he went to a couple teams before the Mets.
Who?
Bonilla.
Did he?
Yeah, he was in Florida. Didn't he win
I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure he was in Florida.
But the thing with Bonilla, what it was is because it was just, the owner of Wilpon or whatever his name is.
Right.
He was good buddies with Bernie Madoff. So he was in a whole lot of hot water. He had to try to get some money off his books. So to save that whole $5.9 million. Yeah, I don't know if it was Bonilla or his agent, but one of them came up with the idea. Look, don't pay us a dime for 10 years, but then you got to pay us 25 installments of $1.2 million. When you're taking that to the owner, you have to assume he's gonna laugh in my face, right? Like you have to think that all that to save $5.9 million, and they said yes. He said yes. He's gonna make $30 million.
Yep.
Off of it. I can't believe that.
Well, he went to Orioles, Marlins, and Dodgers, and then back to the Mets, then the Braves, then the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was his 99 stint with the Mets when he got bought out. But man, I mean that's just
I thought he was on the World Series team for the Marlins. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I thought so, but I was just wanted to.
Well,
that's
sure. Like what Albert Bell had a similar thing. He got
a
huge payday from the Orioles, retired, and then he was still collecting for like 7 years after the fact. I don't know. Baseball, man, that's a sport to play. You can be the most average. Look, Kyle Kendrick. You can be the most average player in the entire world, probably even below average. $8 million.
Kyle Kendrick is the only profitable thing in my life right now. I know when he's on the mound, the other team's scoring over five runs. He's the best, man. I think he's pitching tomorrow. I'm going to get back on the saddle with that play. Kyle Kendrick. I can't believe Kyle Kendrick is pitching in the major leagues. He's been long gone. Going somewhere. Kyle Kendricks. Bet against him, man. Well, you ought to bet against us. Give us a call, 267-563-2893. You know, we got burnt last week by playing the Boardwalk Empire. I got a YouTube warning.
Did you really?
Yeah, you believe that? You know, freaking
See, they're watching, man.
Yeah, they are. Everybody's there right now. They don't let us let. They're afraid of me, man. They're afraid of me. I don't know what you got to do on YouTube. You gotta speak in a different language, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we'll do. We can record the whole thing. You voice it over.
That's what I'm thinking. Well, B has the voice. B can do the voice. He's pretty good at that. That's a good idea, right? We should pull that off. Yeah, we'll fix them. They don't want to play ball with me.
Just give me write it down.
You're gonna go to war
Get
with
the
YouTube?
copy of it, and I'll
They don't
just
wanna play
say
ball.
it.
with me.
YouTube's owned by Google. You're prepared to go to war with Google, right?
Yeah, I'll go to war with Google. Who are they going to fight with me? The little guy? I'll give you $2-3
Look at the
grand.
guns.
Yeah, I'll take these to court.
Good
You know what I
Lord.
mean? Google. You know how the big guy goes against the little guy? The judge always gives it to the little guy, right?
I don't think that's the case.
No, Google.
I don't think it's the case.
They're one powerful crew, man. That's for sure.
Who you rolling with?
Let's take a break in there. We'll think about things. Cashier King, Chef Left, Brandon B, Mikey the Wall. Prepping for the next 45 minutes of chaos and commotion. We'll be right back.
Inc. For your individual and small group health insurance needs. BZI offers free instant online insurance quotes and applications from major health insurance carriers. The BZI Group is dedicated to a no-nonsense approach to health insurance. They focus on giving you the insurance you need in a timely and cooperative manner. Whether you're looking for individual and family, group, seniors, life, or long-term coverage, BZI can help. For additional information or to speak with an insurance expert, call 1-800-431-4834 or email them at www.bzigroup.com.
Hey, yo, Cassie, what are you doing?
I got plumbing problems here. I can't get the water to go down the drain. What am I going to do?
Call Guaranteed Plumbing, 215-342-7200 for all your plumbing needs. Serving the Philadelphia area and the greater Delaware Valley.
What was that phone number again?
215-342-7200.
Oh, yeah, oh.
Need an electrician? Think of adding surveillance or security to your home? Call Beacon Systems at 215-400-1151. Ask for Big Joe and tell him the Sports Goombahs sent you. That's 215-400-1151. They're the #1 electric installer in the Delaware Valley. Guaranteed customer satisfaction. That's Beacon Systems at 215-400-1151.
Looking for insurance? Get the coverage you deserve at a cost you can afford. Call Stefano Terra, Farmers Insurance Agency, 215-987-3734. They specialize in life, auto, business, homeowners, and more. Call the agent you can count on. Stefano Terra's Farmers Insurance, 215-987-3734. Or stop in their Northeast location at 1120 Cobbin Avenue. That's Stefano Terra's Farmers Insurance, 215-987-3734. Sports Goombahs back. We're back. Back to the chaos, commotion. What we do best. Ranting and beats and sports, everything and more. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Don't have to be just sports with us anymore. Especially when it's time of year when sports is like,
You can only beat the the Eagles, or not the Eagles, the Phillies to death
yeah.
for so long.
And Chip Kelly,
Oh, they're dead.
and the potato man, he ain't giving me nothing these days. Roger Goodell's quiet. NFL
What a shocker.
Yeah, the NFL is keeping themselves low.
What you don't realize is Goodell has probably had 10 videos of domestic violence sent to him.
Yeah.
He's just keeping quiet. He's doing what he does best.
Yeah,
Deny everything.
Yeah, but usually NFL, something happens. Like somebody shoots somebody somewhere. Something's going on. One of the players, I guess there's a couple players that got out of hand last week. I don't know what.
Yeah,
what it
I saw
was.
just today alone 4 guys got suspended.
Yeah.
So I mean, the NFL is still being the NFL.
It's so usual.
You know what? It's so
It's
common.
so normal now that they
You
got,
don't even think twice about it. You
they
say,
got-
oh,
you know, the
4
NFL
game suspension.
they're building their own-
Antonio Gates, PEDs, and
Oh yeah, then that's another.
Sheldon
they'll talk about-
Richardson, 4 games domestic violence. Like it's just like
Yeah,
it's so
yeah,
common. You don't
right.
even think about it anymore.
In fact, I think they're putting together their own little prison now because instead of suspending the players or taking money from, which we don't know where that money goes, we'll go find out one day. The NFL's going to have their own prison where they send the players to a prison for a week or 2, a month, depends, and they have to be in this prison because that's how big the NFL is and how nonchalant it is to be.
Because all the guys that they whacked, they
Yeah.
have got enough room
Yeah.
and enough
Right.
space to justify a prison.
That's where all that fine money goes to build the prison. There
yeah,
you
we
go.
got
There's an idea.
just a quick update. I mean, I don't want to wait too long about
NFL only
but
report.
we got Packers tight end Andrew Quarles charged with firing a gun. Antonio Gates suspension. Sheldon Richardson from the Jets suspended 4 games. Rolando McClain from the Cowboys 4 games. And then the Texans cut some guy named Ivory after he got arrested. So that's literally just today's headlines. That's like 6 arrests or suspensions.
And it doesn't make
It
the
doesn't
headlines.
even make the
Yeah,
headlines.
It doesn't make it anymore. Yeah.
I'm telling you, 15 years ago, it would have been, oh my God, this tight end from the Packers got arrested for firing a gun. That would be huge news. Now it's like, yeah, that's back page news now.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing. I can't believe I'm looking here at the NFL. There's nothing to talk about other than that stuff. There's nothing. No coaches.
Literally,
nothing.
you go to Yahoo Sports,
Yeah,
and the top
well,
headlines, 9 of
yeah.
10 are arrests or suspensions. The other
Or-
one's
or-
the other one's a death.
Or like, all right, the
2
idiots,
deaths.
or the idiots being idiots too.
Well,
I mean, and
it
it lumps it into a different category.
Deshaun Jackson came out this week. He's still beefing. Last week, I think it was last week. We talked about that last. I don't think we did. He came out here. I guess he's got a reality show now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I heard about it. I wouldn't watch
No,
if you paid
I
me.
refuse to watch it.
Yeah, I understand that, but it just goes to show the focus.
Maybe we should.
Know what I say? Know what it is? Chip Kelly was right. He got rid of him because his focus wasn't there. It wasn't about what he is and who he is. It's about his focus to the football team. If your focus is to win a title, to win, you don't have time to do reality shows. You don't have time to make videos and sing. You should be focusing on film to make yourself better, to know your defenders.
He's not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what, and what I'm saying. That's what
I know.
and that's what Chip is with this kind of stuff. It's simple. With Kelly, if there's a distraction in your life other than football, you're off this football team. So knowing that when you come to the Eagles or you sign with the Eagles, this is how it's going to be, or don't sign with us. It's simple. He's put it right out there without even saying it. He doesn't want the distractions. End of story. Doesn't care how good you are. Obviously doesn't care how good you are if you let those type of players go. If you're a distraction, you're out. Your focus isn't the NFL football played in Philadelphia under my rule, you're out. End of story. Simple enough, right? So there'd be no more
You'd
bitching.
think.
There's no more racial bullshit. It is what it is. It was what it is.
It's because you're not focused,
Right.
And that's the
That's
only reason
and he's right. He's right. You get paid all that dough.
to pay attention.
Yeah.
To do your homework. Do your job. If when you get hired to do a job,
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
that's the whole point of it.
Right.
Is to actually follow through. And sometimes it entails the little bullshit that nobody wants to do. Like you have to write up a report.
Right.
Well, guess what? Your job is to study film and know where that guy's going to break.
And also, if he understands, I'm sure Kelly understands. I mean, he hangs at Belichick and they talk, and he talks to other coaches, and he's in the know. I mean, he's a young NFL coach, but he's a football guy, obviously, that he understands when these players start hitting their 30s, 31, 32, or 28, 29, 30, 31, 30. I mean, 28 is your average, is your prime. 30, 31, there's distractions of life that get involved. There's wives and kids and families and things in schools and that kind of stuff. But as a young player in your early 20s, mid-20s, those distractions should be only football at that time because that's when you're priming and your career to make that money. And they should know better because if you want that big check in your 30s, you better do it in your 20s. Simple enough.
Yep.
Because teams are starting to change now. Every team wants to be young. There's no more buying the veterans to try to build a winner. It just doesn't work anymore because the veterans have too many distractions.
Yes.
Because they're adults, they're people too. You know what I mean? They go home from work. There's other things that distract them. So and that's why you're seeing a lot of the championship teams in all the leagues are the younger ones. When it used to be in the older days, players would have to play together for 4 or 5 years to get that championship camaraderie in the team. You know what I mean? But not anymore. Now it's the young guys who have the talent, who are hungry, get to the title.
Well, you look at it.
I mean, just look at the teams that are winning. It's right there in front of you.
There's a certain nostalgia too. When the older you get, like you want to spend more time with your family because you realize, man, you're getting older. There's a little nostalgia in it.
Just look at the retool.
Work that comes second.
Look at the retooling of a team like the Chicago Blackhawks. They kept their core veterans in there, but they kept the younger guys moving up.
Yep.
And Chicago's the time's going to come soon. Their veterans are going to start to kick. So next year, the year after, they're not going to be up there all the time unless they retool real well.
Well, they are retooling, but I understand what you're saying.
That's a great run they've had right now. The Blackhawks, and especially 2 of those runs came from behind, where they came up from behind and took care of business.
Yep.
And it's the same thing. You look at San Antonio, right? They keep it young for the most part. They keep a couple older guys. I mean,
they keep their old core, and then
I think if you look at their old core was Duncan. Who else is their old core?
Well, the old core,
Ginobili's been there, right?
Parker.
Well, Parker was kind of quiet this year, wasn't he? I didn't hear much of him.
Yeah, but they weren't very good this year.
Yeah, they weren't good, right? But they'll be good next year. They'll retool somehow.
They still have Leonard, right. And they bring in. They just lost a couple. They just brought in LaMarcus Aldridge, the number 1 free agent in basketball.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think here. The last veteran sports team, top 4 for soccer, there, but I can't remember. The last time a veteran team won anything here. When was the last time
in sports?
Well, yeah, a veteran team.
NBA or the Spurs.
Okay, Spurs, right? And one team. Everybody else has been pretty much young teams. 100% young teams. I mean, those LeBron James Miami teams. Well. Who's the veteran? The veteran was
LeBron and Wade and Bosh.
Well, LeBron, we call LeBron like a veteron. He's still young, but he's still a young player.
He's been in the league for 11 years.
He's under 30 still, right?
12 years.
Yeah, but
he's over 30.
LeBron's over 30 already.
I believe.
Shit, I'm getting old.
I believe he's
I don't think it's about age.
I think he turned 30 last year.
I don't think it's about age so much as
he was born in 85, actually.
Like he's saying, if he's been in the league 12 years. I don't give a shit if
that's a veteran. Yeah.
If you're
24.
Yeah, but what? But you
LeBron's
understand
30.
What I'm saying is, there's no core team of veterans. He
came in when he was 18, so he's been in league 12 years.
Yeah, 03.
Yeah,
and I still consider him young. To me, he's still young. I mean, he's still.
On Earth, he's young.
Well, in basketball, right now, he's in his prime. Really?
No.
I mean, he's playing like he's in his prime.
No, yeah, he's not in his prime. I mean, you wouldn't say it's not like baseball. You can be in your prime when you're 30. NBA, you're on the tail end. It's no doubt about it.
Bottom line with James is he's heading to Hollywood, no doubt. Man, this guy
he's already there.
He's already there.
He's coming in a movie. Well,
he's with that. He's in that Amy Schumer movie. Yeah, out there.
LeBron, he looks hilarious in that movie.
Yeah, he does. He's actually a pretty good actor. He does his lines. He spits them out.
Yeah.
Even in the Entourage,
he's done probably so many commercials and things like that. I think he's hosted SNL at least once.
No, he's smart. He's doing that. He's running that Peyton Manning thing. He's keeping himself, When
you're an athlete, just be goofy. You'll be fine. It.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now LeBron doesn't come off of being goofy on the court because of his antics that
he's
he does.
Kind of goofy in a way.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
He has some quirks about him.
I like him a whole lot better off the court when he's doing like talk shows or whatever. I think he's more relaxed when he's not talking NBA basketball.
When he's not carrying an entire roster on his back.
Yeah, maybe that's true too.
Kind of hard to be loose when you're carrying. When your number 2 is Matt Dellavedova.
Who?
Boy,
Deli.
You know what? And they love saying his name during the series.
It sounds like he'd be a Sixer player. A flyer guy.
It's like a
Deli.
It's like a Dunleavy. It's the same guy. Dellavedova, Dunleavy, Deli.
We got some picks.
Oh, well, I was trying to get past the picks. I wouldn't have to give them.
Trying to act like it. We don't do that here.
We don't do that here anymore, man. Gosh, you're on a hiatus with the picks. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I've lost.
Sounds so sad.
What's
wrong with me?
I went 7 years of 63%. I can't even pick a winner. That was wrong with me, man.
I think you're like 6 or 3% right now, right?
6 or 3 is right.
63%?
Yeah, 63% of the chance you're not winning a dime with me.
6.3%.
There you go.
But be it as it may, there's nobody out there who tells you about their losers like I do.
You're like Rocky, though. You take a beat and come right back.
Yeah, nobody does. I mean, the NHL is just around the corner, so don't worry.
Like
all that money we're dishing out, it's going to come back.
It's like hitting a piece of iron.
And right now, I'm studying on my Dow Jones NFL team, the team that we're going to ride through the NFL. That's what I'm looking at right now. The team that's going to give us the best value in the NFL. We're going to look at that in the next couple of weeks as the training camps come in. We'll take a look at that. I never done that with the NFL. I don't even like bet NFL. NFL.
I know you don't.
It's
Which is
NFL.
surprising.
You never win in NFL. It's like
It's just points.
It's a waste of time. Not even that. It's just a waste of time trying to be a plus in the NFL. You know. But I think I got a team in mind here that I'm going to focus on, and I think could be our Dow Jones NFL for the first time. Hey, let's get into pick sessions. Well, I can't. Well, there's no sense in avoiding it. Last week,
You think it's just going to go away? Mike is going to keep bringing it up.
I got a call from Auto Magic Car Care last week. They said, "Look, you don't start winning. We don't want to be sponsoring the pick sessions.
Take us off the picks.
We want to go sponsor the Wall Report. At least the guy's knows what he's doing, and he's making picks too." Yeah.
Still waiting for my own sponsor.
I'll tell you what. You know what? Send a double bill to Auto Magic Car Care right after that remark.
Send your Pete Rose booking sheet.
Yeah.
Over to Automatic Car Care.
Anyway, if you want to get your car cleaned up real nice, shiny, best in the biz is Auto Magic Car Care. Check them out at automagiccarcare.com. 215-322-2561. Mikey Primo, May Litton. Two of the best car details in the business, bar none. That's Auto Magic Car Care at automagiccarcare.com. All right, last week was another debacle by Cashy the King. As it's I'm melting. Last week we gave you New York Yankees were hosting the Phillies. The over 8. Well, that one won. That was a winner. That was my winner for the week.
Oh, you won?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you.
And then we gave you Arizona, Colorado, which was a Kyle Kendrick game. It was a pushing a win. And then I gave you San Diego and San Francisco. You know what? That's 2 weeks ago. Let me read last week's games.
So you didn't win.
No, I thought you lost 2 and pushed 1.
I mean, 2 weeks ago games here, man.
You can't get nothing.
I can't get a decent staff to give me the right paperwork. For Christ's sake, come on, man.
Is it RW to file your picks for
Not
you?
you. I'm talking about what's his name? Yo, Vic. Got to bring in the white paperwork here. Freaking dog's worthless. All right, last week we pushed, and we lost 2. We had Kansas City at Houston. I definitely thought the Houston was going to take this game. Houston, I don't know what's going on with this baseball team. They just keep winning and winning. Everybody's waiting for this team to fall. But it's not happening. I went the over 4 in this game, and they hit the 4, so it was a push. The other game was Colorado and Oakland. I like this game to go over 7. Well, it didn't come close. It was a 2-1 game. I don't see Colorado's not involved in too many 2-1 games. That's for sure. The other game was Boston and Toronto. Well, I needed 8.5. They only scored 7. Another disappointing one. So there it is. You got a push loss and loss, which means you lost money with Cashy the King. If you're paying your bookie, you better get the hell out of town if you're following me. That's all I can say. Mikey, you picked another winner. What do you got?
I did,
He's 5-0. He's you know what? Tweeter. Put it on your Twitter account. Put it on the Goombah. Put your plays out. Put it up on it. We'll put it up on the website.
We'll put all the plays out there.
This is now, until I get my act together, this is now the pick session of Mikey the Wall. I'm done. I'm done. Here you go. I'm done. Boom.
Drop the mic.
Blink. Not gonna have a chance. Pull out the plug. Come on, that's what we've been waiting for. Get him off. Pull the plug. It's our show now.
You want the show? I'll tell you what.
Oh, there it is. Oh God.
That's it. End of story.
Oh God.
Forget about it.
Oh, and the viewers went straight to 0. Well, anyway, yes, I did make a pick. What's what I do? I always make picks and I always win. At least in the past 2 weeks, at least. I told you to take the Dodgers. They beat the Diamondbacks. I believe it was 6-4. Let me double check my math. Yes, I did. I won. So I won last week. I'm going to pick another winner for you guys tomorrow night. I do like. I'm going to find it. I like the Pittsburgh Pirates. I know be a big Pirates guy. The Caribbean, I believe, is the style you prefer. But I like the Pirates. Pirates at home against the Padres. Right now, it's about Pirates about minus 150. But they have Liriano on the hill, and it's 2.99 ERA. So take the Pirates. And that's my pick.
Oh, well. You know what? I'm going to throw a pick out there.
There we go. See?
Why not? I mean,
can't be any worse than him.
I can't be any worse than that.
You can't be any worse than this guy.
It's tomorrow night. You got the Phillies out in what do you call it in L.A. starting tonight, but tomorrow Billingsley is on the mound.
Oh, come on, man!
I'm
see
just
that line.
Yes, I know.
That's
good.
That's minus 260. That's like the biggest line. I've seen the lines in 300, but that's one of the biggest lines I've ever seen. You hear this guy? He's making his own picks now.
I'm just saying, whatever it is, go against the Phillies.
Well,
I can't do any worse than
worse.
Can't do any worse than Cashy.
He's making picks again.
Yeah. Hey, I'm 500 lifetime, so I can't do any. I can't do any worse than what you did last week. Look who just popped in.
Whew.
And look who just knocked the camera off center.
Did I?
Yeah, no, there's no more B. B's gone.
B, what happened? Got rid of him quick.
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, Cashy, while you were away,
While I was away.
I picked the Pirates because they're gonna win again, and that's what I do.
Gotta love the Pirates, man. Another team. They're like a mush team too. Every time I look at them, they're no good.
Yeah, but when they're at home playing the Padres, I take them. That's my rule.
The rule it is. All right, so let's review. Who'd you pick this week?
I just told you, Pirates or the Padres.
Yeah.
Way to listen.
Well, wait, Pirates over the Padres.
Pirates are beating the Padres tomorrow night. Bank on it.
Bank on it.
It's money in the bank.
This guy took the long shot over here. He took the Dodgers minus 260 against the Phillies.
Dodgers minus 260? What's that? That's not a long shot. That's a good bet. Listen, they try to scare you off.
It was sarcasm when I said he took the long shot.
They tried to scare you off. Well, yeah, okay. I got you.
He took the biggest favorite of the month.
It's Billingsley on him. You know he's going to give up.
Yeah, but he's returning home, man. He's going to want that. He's going to have those juices flowing.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be revved up. He's taking that 8 ERA into LA.
Listen, the only thing he's going to be running to is the bathroom to cry himself to sleep tonight.
The fact that Billingsley's here means it's done.
They need him. You know what? He's here because they need him to. Look, he can't do worse than he's doing now, just like your picks. So they throw him back out there. And if he does good, boom, you trade him for any kind of prospect in the world. That's why they do these things. It's trying to get a return on your investment.
I don't know.
You want to pull Bobby Bonilla? You just want to make him go away? Won't pay him in 10 years?
Just go ask Hextall. He'll get rid of Bobby Bonilla's contract one way.
Yeah, he'll trade him for 2 first-rounders.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, so let's review the picks here. Like we said, I didn't even give you picks yet, did I?
No, you did. Then you tore your shirt off.
No, I didn't give the picks. I just called the last ones.
Oh, all right.
You said you weren't doing it anymore.
Oh, yeah,
right, so
that's
what do you
right.
got?
Yeah, well, I just left.
You hulked out.
I just went over. What I did is I just ran out next door to this lady Leslie. She lives next door. I said, give me 3 winners. So she took the pen and she just dropped the pen on these 3 plays here.
We gotta try the dartboard one time.
Well, real quick, you get real fast. The Phillies at the Dodgers tonight. Okay, is that the game you just picked tonight?
He picked tomorrow.
Tomorrow game. I like the Dodgers over 4.5 tonight. I got Sean O'Sullivan going tonight, I think, right?
That's a good one.
Against Garcia. Yimi Garcia. So I like the Dodgers 4.5 tonight. I think that's an easy play. Sean O'Sullivan shouldn't be pitching in the majors anymore. The other games I have for tomorrow, I have Colorado hosting the LA Angels. I like the over 10 here. I like Colorado when they're home. I like a lot of runs scored. If you look at their over plays when they're home, it's 3 out of every 4 of their games are over when they're home. The 10.5, I saw that to 11.5. So I like that one. The other one I like too is Chicago tomorrow. Chicago, Toronto over 8.5. 2 other teams that are scoring a lot of runs, and then quite frankly, 2 mediocre baseball teams that just runs is what they're all about. Once again, if you go and you look at Chicago and Toronto, when Chicago's home, a lot of runs are scored. So there's 3 plays I like. The one I like the most is the one tonight, Dodgers over 4.5. I think they score some runs tonight. I think Sean O'Sullivan, if he's lucky, goes 4 innings, and that's about it. Jimmy Rollins going to make a difference tonight. I think he's going to do something for them just because.
I think we'll go 0-4, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, those are our picks. That's a chaos going on here. And they're brought to you by Auto Magic Car Care. And they're here. AutoMagicCarCare.com, 215-322-2561. Again, check them out at AutoMagicCarCare.com. Best in the business, bar none. And that's our picks for the week.
I'm going to be scarred watching you hulk yourself out of a shirt.
And it's
I don't understand why you wear a white wool sweater underneath.
I was a good...
you see that? That's 50 years of pure growth.
I was a good 18 inches away from it. I've never been that close to a shirtless man.
You made me do it, man.
I think your picks made you do it.
Yeah,
so
don't blame him.
I had to change something around here, you know.
Your record, maybe, and we will look back fondly on this day as the day
As
you
a turning point.
It's a
Yeah,
turning
that's a
point.
turning point.
267-563-2893. It's the Sports Goombahs hotline. Give us a call if you want to chime in on all the BS that's going on around here.
If you got to play, let us know.
Yeah.
Hell, we'll take any help right now.
Yeah. Help me help you for the most part. So yeah, anyway, I was just looking at it, just watching a news show a few hours before the show. I know we don't like to talk politics in this show, and but it's getting so freaking funny, so comical.
It's like an SNL skit.
I'm telling you, if they put all 17 of those clowns up there, and they should let Sarah Palin MC it, let her bring her out here so she can drunk talk the entire crew. But I just can't stay away from it because every day something else stupid goes on, and I say to myself, this is our politicians. This is the people who want to run our country.
This is the final four. So
I just watched Ted Cruz do a mimic the Simpsons. He did a thing where he was trying to be their characters, or he was trying to do the he's doing the voiceovers. Yeah, the imitation voice. I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at this guy. This guy must be president. I mean, does he think we're that stupid? He actually thinks he can win.
No, I think inside he knows he can't win.
Well, I think they all know they can't win because
somebody has to.
But yeah, but you know what?
It's going to be Hillary.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what? It looks like. It's going to be Bill. You mean Hillary becomes Bill?
Yeah, Billary.
The thing that I see about it is that I can't wait to see all 17 of them on stage. I mean, how big is stage? They're going to put like the platforms behind so they're on different tiers.
No.
The debates, the Republican debates.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how do you set up 17 players?
You won't, because it's much like there's going to be some people are going to realize that they don't have the back.
Yeah, when Ben Carson doesn't get his invite, when he's searching his inbox and
people,
doesn't see it.
It'll whittle it down to make maybe 7 or 8 serious.
No
people.
way. No, during the first debate, I don't think so. I think you're still have at least 12 in there because everybody's got enough money to make it to that spot. If you're up there right now, if you're running with this crew, you got some cash behind you. And Donald Trump is going to make it the biggest fiasco ever when he goes up there because he's going to know what he's going to do. He's going to beef with everybody up there because he's going to tell it like it is because he could give a shit one way or another. You like him or not?
He has nothing to lose. He really does.
Nothing.
He's just entertaining himself.
Right, that's what's so dangerous about it. He has nothing to lose. He can make it a mockery of the whole entire thing. I could see him going.
I see. You laugh, but the entertainment value of this could be awesome. We want this guy to stay in as long as he can.
Yeah.
I mean, just for the sheer.
CNN had a poll right now. He's the leading Republican candidate.
Right.
Oh, I absolutely.
He's past Jeb Bush.
Two reasons why. Why? Because he's crazy enough. Will say anything. He's like a reverse Howard Stern almost. And you know what? He has a track record of like, okay, I'm going to make my casinos into $1 million machines and then sell them and keep all the money. And that's what he did.
Yeah. Right.
Before they went bankrupt. So the guy knows how to do business. So in the back of the head, people are thinking they always want to be with a winner and somebody who's got money.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And that's because we're such sheep. And he knows that. And if you think about the real issues are inner city crime, the border, what goes on inside the country, where that has nothing to do with money at this point. I mean, you can't. Trump gets up there and he says I'm going to deal with China. I'm going to beat Japan. We're going to do this. We're going to do that, and we'll bring everything back to the United States. But what about what's going on in the United States? What he did is he came out there and he pointed out all the problems, just like they all do. They're all real great at pointing out the problems, but none of them have any solutions whatsoever, and never give you a solution. They just like to pick on the others. First they're going to pick on each other until one wins, and then they're going to pick on the other side. And that's what it's all about. But no one really ever comes out with anything. I mean, personally, I'm a registered Republican. Okay, but I got to give Obama his due here, man. I mean, the guy, he might, some people don't like some of the things. He gets stuff done. I mean, he gets stuff done. There's actually stuff being done. It's not like we're sitting around fighting wars. What I know, everybody's got health care. Afford it or not, you have it.
No, I know several people that are having problems.
Yeah, me, I'm one, but I've still got it.
You can't get it because you make too much money. You can't go get Obamacare.
But that's not the point.
Just like, it is the point.
No, it's not the point. The point is there is.
You can get your own elsewhere.
You know what? Yeah, the point is you can't. If you're not I'm having a terrible time with my health insurance, but there is health insurance. Doesn't mean
you could have got it before though. You just were paying an arm and a leg.
You're still paying an arm and a leg.
You're still paying an arm and a leg.
Yeah,
but it's okay now.
No, what you feel? What do you mean? Come on! It's just like he said with soccer. Okay, it's not going to happen right away, but there's a plan here. So the next president comes in there and they tweak it, and the one after that comes in, they tweak it again. At least it's there and it's set in there. They can work with it. It's not like there's nothing at all. Okay, would you rather have nothing at all? There's a plan. And doesn't mean the next president, Republican or Democrat, can't come in here and fix it.
I don't care who.
Can't they come in and scrap it?
They can do it. They can do whatever they want to it. But the thing is, they won't
just shot
scrap
that
it.
down. They just shot that down.
But there's no way. No one's going to scrap it. You can't.
I was wondering.
Yeah, you're not going to take insurance away from people who already have it. You know?
It's not. You don't understand.
But that's just one thing.
My point being this is I just look at the track record of the United States government managing its own financial services, and I want them to have nothing to do with all that health care and all that crap, because they can't even balance a budget. They can't. So you're telling me you'd rather have something that sucks and fails and costs a whole shitload of money than nothing at all?
You know what? It's
okay.
It's not, but it's not like that for everybody. What about the people who didn't have health insurance who have it now?
What do they got?
They got some coverage. They got something. If something major goes wrong with them, they have something. It's not like they're walking the streets, walking the hospitals, waiting for the next bill to come because they can't afford anything. They have something. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Okay? Maybe if Hillary gets in there, she tweaks it a little bit because she had a plan on the books like 20 years ago. Who knows? Maybe if a Republican comes in there, they can fix it. Remember, Mitt Romney had the same freaking thing going for Massachusetts. No one messed with him, right? It was the exact same thing.
Is it successful in Massachusetts?
I don't even know. It doesn't even matter to me at this point.
It matters to me because that's where all my freaking money's going.
Okay. There's healthcare. I know it always comes out there. There's healthcare. There's the what he did for gay marriage is fine. I think the majority of people don't even give a shit.
He didn't do it. The justices did.
Yeah, okay, but he was. You know what? If Bush or another president was on duty now, everything that happened, the president would take. They would take the kudos for. Come on, man.
No, he wouldn't. No, nobody would get kudos. They'd be fighting over whose credit it is. The bottom line is no one's going to give this president his due, regardless of good or bad or difference, because of who he is. No, you won't. And neither one of our last three presidents will get any kind of accolades until like 15, 20 years from now.
What's the Dow Jones at? Oh, that's fake too. That's fake too. That
Dow Jones plummeted 200 points.
Big deal. It's still 200 points. It's still double what it was when he got into the office.
And that's
no, that's not doing it. No, don't give him that credit either. Let's not give him any credit for anything that's going under his watch. But if this was a Bush presidency or a Romney presidency, and I'm a Republican, these guys would have taken credit for everything. They would have gone, you know what you saw in the last election? Everybody saying, my record. Look at my record. My record. McCain's record. Romney's record. Everybody who ran had a record. Okay. If this president says, look at my record, he could take the microphone and drop it on the ground and walk off because his record. Look at it. Look at the unemployment rate. I'm giving him his due. I mean, like it or not, black, white, or indifference. I don't give a damn. Okay, the guy gets something done. In his 8 years, he's got something done. He just didn't sit around, smoke cigars, and go to Camp David every 3 weeks and fight a couple wars, kill a few soldiers. You know what I mean? Straighten shit out a little bit. You got to give him due. He's saying goodbye in a couple months, so don't worry about it. Everything he did can be changed, just like any president can do. You know? But things aren't worse than they were when the Bushters left. Okay? They aren't. They are better than what they were. My life is better. Am I safer? I don't know. Maybe my health care, if that's the big issue, it varies up and down. It depends on what you need in health.
Bring Jeb in.
Let's bring Jeb in. Let's bring another clown in. You know, Jeb. What did he say something stupid the other day, man?
It couldn't be stupider than what Trump said, though.
Yeah, but Trump wasn't stupid. He's trying to make enemies. Trump got himself fired from where? From like what? Every
Trump was just trying to pick a fight.
Every endorsement he had, this guy. He's got ESPN just dropped him. I didn't know they had an endorsement.
What was he doing? ESPN?
I don't know what he possibly did.
Here's the thing about Trump is good, bad, or indifferent. We're all talking about it. He got his name out there more than anybody
Trump's
else.
Man.
And you know what? He turned around and he's suing NBC and Univision for $500 million for breach of contract. And guess what? He's going to win.
Because he needs to pay for this.
And he's going to
campaign.
It has nothing to do with that. It's because of his Universal or Miss America, Miss Universe, all that, or whatever, Miss USA or whatever the hell he owns. It's for all those things.
Miss USA, pervert.
But it doesn't matter because it has nothing to do with that. He could care less. He got his name out there. He's suing the big companies because he's like,
that's what he does.
That's what. And guess what? He wins though. He has a history of winning. I
love Trump, but I think 4 years of him being president would be the funniest thing in the world. I don't think it's realistic, but I think it'd be hilarious.
See, what we don't need right now with the way tensions are with the world and what's going on with, We don't need.
He would rub everybody the wrong way.
Yeah, but we don't need that, right?
Exactly.
Well, you can't. You talk about money, but it's not all about the money. It's about the money when it comes to the rich getting richer or whatever. But when you go on, I don't see how money is going to Trump type of money. He comes in here like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But what kind of relationship does he have with you just can't cut
Probably
out
awful ones.
Right, but you can't cut them all off. You just can't. I'm Donald Trump. I'm rich. I'm $1 million. Everybody in the United States is building a wall, and no one else cares. That doesn't work in this. It's too small of a world for that anymore. Besides the fact, if your freaking population is them out there, filling up your country. That's what you got to understand. I don't think when he says that stuff about the Mexicans, well, he's not going to get the Mexican vote now, right? The Spanish vote. Is he going to get that vote talking like that?
Yeah, but in his eyes, they're all illegal anyway, and they don't vote.
Yeah.
If he was talking about illegal aliens. I think it's the thing is, it wasn't a voter for him. He, in his mind, just like you said, okay, that illegal alien that came in and committed crime or
and
whatever he said or whatever.
Raped everybody.
Yeah. In his mind, he's not a voter. He don't count anyway.
Yes, but
the woman he attacked and the people he robbed, they're voters. I just got their vote. In his mind, that's what. And morbidly speaking,
no.
That's
the Don, baby.
That's the Don.
But once you use words like Mexicans, you're now labeling a people, even though it's not the people. You say to yourself, well, the rapists and the
you're not saying Hispanics. You're saying the Mexicans.
The Mexicans, right? And it's like
so the Guatemalans and the Costa Ricans,
they're fine.
All you know is when a guy walks into the booth, he's gonna say, "This guy just ripped the Mexicans." He's not gonna remember why he ripped. He ripped the Mexicans. Click the other dude.
What are you talking about? He said something about the Patriots and Brady too, and Belichick. What the heck? I have it.
See, that's the thing. Everybody always tries to get the this vote, to that vote. He's thinking off the grid. I'm trying to get the criminal vote. So he's a smart guy.
You know what's funny? He did it. We're talking about him. He could care less about winning the presidency. The very last thing he wants to do is be the president.
He probably honestly doesn't even want to.
No way. Why would he want to ruin his life like
Could you
that?
imagine his picture hanging up in the White House?
Look at it. He's 69 years old now, right? He's
like
at the end of his life. Yeah, he's probably.
You can't have a hairdo like that and be president. You just can't do it.
Reagan did.
You see some of the presidents.
Reagan, Clinton, come on.
Washington had a.
Wait a second. What hairdo like that did Clinton have?
Clinton had a great head of hair.
Clinton was the man.
He had that wave, that Elvis like that.
He doesn't have no Elvis wave. This guy's got it coming from the back to the front here, and curled up underneath.
Who? Trump. Yeah, I know.
Well, a strong wind outside his inauguration, that could be chaos for him.
When have you ever seen that hair move?
Let me tell you something. What this country needs is Big Bill back in there.
That's what I'm saying, baby. Give me 4 more years of Bill. 8 more years of Bill.
The porno world will be back with the sex and everything. I'm telling you, this guy, she's going to win because of him. He's going to be sitting back there smiling, and he's going to run shit, too. He's running shit. He's running shit now. He's going to run shit then.
He compared Tom Brady and Belichick to China.
In what way? I don't really know.
It said, people say, oh, yes. Oh, you don't like China. And Trump says, no, I love them. But their leaders are much smarter than our leaders. We can't sustain ourselves with that. There's too much. It's like to take the New England Patriots and Brady. You have them. It's like them playing a high school football team. Is what is he comparing other world leaders to our world leaders?
We're just that much better?
We're that much weaker.
Oh, that much weaker.
Yeah, he says we're getting bullied. We're getting bullied in the international market is what I guess he's trying to take away from everyone.
Well, we do owe China like $85 billion.
I don't disagree with his analogy about the other world leaders being smarter than ours. I mean,
except maybe Greece.
I mean, just look at the speaking ability of some of our candidates running. They get a fluent sentence out of him is worse than talking to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's tough. That's saying something.
Absolutely. Well, look, I'm telling you like it is. Rick Santorum.
You give me.
Santorum. Come on, man.
He's not running anymore.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't even see his name anywhere.
He's up there. He just said something like he doesn't disagree with everything Donald Trump says. So now all these clowns are now they're quoting Donald Trump now. All of a sudden he's the team leader here. I can't wait to see that stage. That's going to be great.
Give me Billy, baby.
Yep. Billy Clinton, the first dude.
Let me hear your Bill Clinton impression right now.
He's going to be the first dude.
What was that?
I don't know, Bill Clinton.
He doesn't have a high voice.
Bill,
He's more
Let me
like
say-
this.
yeah, it's more like
I
this.
want
Like,
to say,
wait, gotta do something with girls.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Good old Bill.
I can't say it. I was gonna say. Say, oh, she's more.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
What
No.
do they call it? You get,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
no, Bill Clinton's the kind of guy. He gives eye jobs. You know what I mean? He's an eye job guy.
He's probably been on the.
He's probably invented the eye job, and we never knew about it.
He's probably given and received many an eye job.
Whatever happened to that broad that did him in the office? You ever heard of her?
Monica?
Yeah, what's she doing? Did she ever get a job? Did she ever get a boyfriend?
She didn't need to. She sold her story.
She
Her
sold
job is
story.
telling her story.
Yeah. I'd bang her just to bang her because she banged the president.
Come
You know
on.
what I mean? You know, just that's a.
Hashtag awkward. This,
What's
what
that
are you
awkward
talking
for?
about? I mean,
That was awkward about that.
I
I'm
would
a
have banged
single
her
guy.
because she banged some other guy.
You're the president of the United
Yeah,
States,
that's
man.
kind of gay.
I don't care who he is. It's
What's
just
wrong with
weird.
that?
Nothing. It's
You got a
legal.
problem with gay, man?
No,
No,
it's-
not on
it's
this show. Gay's cool on
It's
this show.
legal. No, I'm saying it is.
Be pulling out.
It is kind of gay. That's all I said.
I gotta get the gay advertising.
I didn't
here,
say
man.
that's. I didn't say that's so gay. That means it's stupid. No, I just that's kind of gay. It's kind of gay. Like, oh man, I would really like to be with Jessica Biel because she's with Justin Timberlake. So that'd be like so cool to do.
Justin Timberlake ain't the prez.
He's cooler than the president.
He's a lot better than the prez.
Yeah, that's good sexual conversation while you're having her talking about the prez and stuff like that. Show me that dress.
Oh my god.
So, which president would you guys most like to be with a lady who's been with the president? I mean,
Lincoln.
I would
Lincoln.
love to be with who's with Buchanan, maybe nice strong.
Buchanan. Listen, I ain't going back that far. You're over exaggerating here. Buchanan.
Give me like James Madison, his mistress.
Yeah.
I would love to be with her.
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Well, Jefferson went both ways, you know.
Wait, he was all he was all over those
He went both
plantations.
ways, as in
He was as a president. He was like, you know, he was
it's like black and white, not both ways, as in like
oh yeah.
dudes and
Oh
girls.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They
So
all
you're going on the record as saying that one of our presidents was.
the dude's dead. What do I care?
I'm just curious.
There's stories out there.
Him and Bang Franklin would tear it up in France.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All those old presidents had brothels, man. It was chaos there, dudes. You know, it's like the old
You got the scoop. I don't know. I didn't know
Look,
that.
look, Wikipedia up. You'll find it out.
Yeah, I was talking Big Pete. It's got to be true.
And they both died the same. Him and Adams both died the same day on July 4th.
There you go, man.
They're
There it
doing
is.
what?
The proof's in the pudding
They're
there.
banging each other.
No, I'm just saying they both. And I do believe it was on the 50th anniversary of the United States.
There you go.
Hashtag of useless knowledge. There we go,
Where'd
baby.
you get this shit, man?
I have a
try to go-
storage book of useless knowledge.
Try to come up with some useless knowledge that we actually care about, please,
Yeah, useless
or at least the
knowledge.
viewers would care about.
Well, you're what? Wait. I said that two former presidents died on the same day on July 4th.
Yeah,
But it's okay for him to want to bang somebody that
Yeah.
banged Bill
Listen,
Clinton.
Listen, I
Just
made-
because
I
she
made
banged
a
Bill
freaking
Clinton.
comment. I asked where the hell the bro was, and I said, "Where's she at?" You know, my point is, it's probably tough for her to get a dude, and if it's not,
probably not tough.
Probably
at all.
not, because there's apparently a bunch of guys
Yeah.
like you lined up.
There's a
like,
whole
hey, let me
There's
say
a whole
Is this what
subgenre
Bill
of guys.
did?
First
Is
of
this
all,
what Bill
first of
did?
all, no, I didn't say that, man. I said I had a conversation.
Call me Bill.
Yeah, so I put a.
Oh, Monica, you like that? You like
That was better. Oh, you kind of sound like the King of the Hill guy.
It does sound like him, though.
Bobby.
These two challenges are coming.
Baba,
out.
no.
Oh, come on. It's an impression hour here.
Oh, what's wrong with our boy Rory McIlroy, man?
Oh, okay.
What do
I'm
they
glad
call-
you got to this because
What do
is
they
it
call
Smack Ass Day?
What is it? Illocution? What is that? What do they call
That'd be leprechaun.
him? Leprechaun.
That's not an I. That's not a capital I. It's a
Put your
lowercase
glasses,
L.
flip your glasses down.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Good lord, he called it an I-appreciation.
I
A
can't
Lilliputian.
see it.
What is this, like Gulliver's Travels?
Where's the fucking R leprechaun there?
What do you mean? It's the fourth letter.
Can't see the fourth letter. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Good lord.
Oh my
Forget
god!
the Lord. What are you bringing him in there singing for?
Because yeah.
Because you need to,
You need-
talk to him.
you got
Anyway,
Monica issues,
Anyway,
and now
what's
you
with the
can't
dumb
even read.
shit? How come he can't play golf? What did they tell you? His legs broken? What's the
He
deal
tore,
with it?
he tore a couple of tendons in his ankle.
Playing some footy.
Foot. Yeah, here's
He's a soccer fan.
Oh, what is it? Was it Smack Ass Weekend or something like that? Because what I mean, like, and I was going to bring this up because it's kind of like one of my big beefs this weekend. These guys that have, I mean, he's doing this right before the British Open and two other majors this year that he has a good
he's
shot
a human
in.
being. If he wants to play soccer, he'll play soccer.
But I understand that, and then you have
I'm
what's
sure
his
he wasn't
name? John
playing-
Pierre,
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Jason Pierre Paul, whatever. He blows blows off a friggin' rocket of
No,
firework.
did he blow
in
his hand off? I can't get the story on that one.
Hey, he blew his hand off.
What?
No, what do you mean blow it? It's
Not
gone?
literally, but he's severely injured. Is what they're saying.
So much that I just saw the Giants pull back their $60 million contract offer.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So the guy did it. Okay, not only did he do it, he did it when he wasn't under contract.
Yeah, that's not unprecedented though. Do you remember the Sixers? Willie Green. Willie Green. They offered him like a $45 million or like $30 million contract. And this is before everybody got $30 million contracts.
And he was hot too. Man.
He was a free agent, tore his ACL playing pickup basketball.
Yeah, he was hitting.
He got a 1 year deal worth like $2 million. That was it.
No, I'm buying him. Blows it out bowling. I forgot about that too.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, if your main job is to be a professional athlete, you pick and
human
choose
beings, though.
Yeah, but you got to be able to. I mean, okay,
he's from England. He's from Europe, so
and he's a big soccer
god.
nut. Yeah, he's a big soccer nut. I understand the kicking the football around. I can understand that. All right, you twist your ankle. You go, okay. Are you that big of a firework junkie that you always wanted to be a professional firework person?
That can happen to anybody. He probably has a family.
What do you blow it off with? An M8 or something?
I don't know.
Give me some detail. What do you do? Is it a bottle rocket?
I couldn't find any details.
There's no details.
It wasn't a bottle rocket. Let's see. What is it?
Did you hear about the idiot from Connecticut who blew himself up and died?
Oh yeah, he worked at Disney or something. Shoot one off his head.
Yeah, he was trying to shoot.
Weekend.
He was trying to shoot fireworks off his head.
That's a talent, man.
And shockingly, and just to everyone's surprise, he just blew up from it. Like really, you didn't see that? I didn't think
nobody thought.
You didn't think at any point that could possibly happen.
No, I don't blame stupidity on the stupid. I blame the stupidity on the people around them, because you look there and sit there. Not only if Cashy wants to go outside and shoot off a rocket off his head. At some point, it's our civic duty to sit there and go,
"Hey, man, probably not the best idea."
You dumb shit. No, I mean, in realistic, where was his friends? Where was his family? Were they all drunk?
His brother was 5 feet away from him,
and he went, "You know what? That's a good freaking."
And his brother watched him blow himself up
and burn and melt.
What did he use, man?
He had one of those
big mortar things. Like it had like an
RPG.
But my favorite,
basically,
my favorite part of that story was they're saying, "Oh, it was an accident." You don't just accidentally have fireworks laying around on the top of your head.
No.
I mean, you could say it was on accident with your hand, but no, you don't just casually have a bunch of fireworks sitting on top of your head with a lighter next to it. No, he didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, sure you do. It's fun. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do for fun.
Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw MLB. They announced their roster today for the reserve starters, everything. Now, let's play a game. You guys like games?
I love games.
Sure. Do you call yourself baseball fans? At least moderately.
I was going to whistle the Jeopardy thing.
Then do it.
Okay.
Do you consider yourself a baseball fan at all?
Yes.
I know the game a little bit. It's
all right. Well, let's play a little game. It's called Who Is That All-Star? These are some of the guys who actually made a Major League All-Star team, and you tell me who they play for, okay?
Was it fan voting and players?
No, this is the reserves. These are the people who actually were picked by the coach.
All right.
Tell me, say, who are you, and where do you play for? Brad Boxberger. Who is that?
Detroit Tigers.
His name's correct.
Oh, okay.
No, it was Angels, right?
Nope, that's not. He's actually
is it American League or is this
Tampa Bay Rays. So you're both wrong.
It's an American League. I knew he was in the American League.
I'm gonna go both.
You guessed he was in the American
All right,
League.
so we have All-Star Dallas Keuchel.
Los Angeles Angels.
That's incorrect.
How is that incorrect?
Because he doesn't play there.
Oh, okay.
B, you got your guess?
Oh, hold on, I'm trying.
You can't Google it.
Astros.
Yeah, you looked it up. Thank you.
Google it. Yeah.
I have the whole team in front.
Well, don't look at it. My whole point. My point is, listen, some of these guys. Now, I mean, obviously, won't play the game forever.
It's a new regime.
Brock Holt is an All-Star this year. DJ LeMahieu is an All-Star. Yasmani Grandal is an All-Star. Joe Panik is an All-Star.
Now, Joe Panik used to be a Philly.
Joe Panik used to be a Philly?
Yeah, I think so.
No, maybe in a system, but no, he definitely didn't play for actual us.
Yeah.
Who else? And this isn't obviously one of those no names, but AJ Burnett made the All-Star team.
Our AJ Burnett.
Oh, that's our boy AJ.
Like 7-2 this year, right?
He's actually having a great year.
He's having a good year. Well, he's back in Pittsburgh and he has to play in this chaos.
But yeah, I mean, some of these names. I mean, who else do we have? Kelvin Herrera. You should know that. You know that. He's a Royal.
Yep.
Zach Britton. These are actual JD Martinez. Stephen Vogt. Who's Stephen Vogt play for?
I don't know.
The A's, exactly. My whole point is, who the hell are some of these guys? It's a new. You said it's a new regime.
It's a new crop of kids coming up.
They're long gone on the days of just stacked. They have Chipper Jones, Todd Helton.
Yeah, right.
Those old, National League, American League teams.
Well, you also got to understand too. There are a lot of teams that we don't see a lot of here.
Yeah, but I consider myself. Granted, I do know. Granted, I do know who. I honestly, the only one I didn't know who Boxberger played for. Everybody else I knew, but at the same time, I looked at him like, really?
Yeah,
I played
and then you sit there and you realize they're slowly having pretty decent years.
Oh yeah, you click on it and go, you're hitting 325.
Okay, yeah, you kind of deserve to be there. Yeah.
If you think of the guys you're thinking about, they're not even playing the league anymore. I mean,
oh yeah, I know. I'm saying, but the gone are the days of just stacked rosters from top to bottom.
so you got, in another city, where they know who Michael, what's his name for the Phillies?
Michael Franco. Maybe because he was a top prospect, so they may know it. Kind of like how we would know who Chris Bryant and things like that are, because they're big names.
That's it's regional.
But a side point to that also is, I mean, look at every guy I named. They said this is a record: 27 first timers. So the days of these,
awesome.
of big name free agents bringing that's gone.
Well, also,
I love that. So
it's all about bringing up your young talent. And it brings my point.
It's so funny how we talked about it, though. Remember, we were talking about, and this is going to translate. Just give me a second. When we were talking about how when we were kids, you knew who everybody was on a team coming in.
Every team had their
exactly.
Star, right?
And now it's funny how every year it cycles through at some point where all the teams seem to be getting their new crop of guys at the same time. Of course, the Phillies are like a couple years behind, but But at the same,
we didn't get the memo.
And I they kind of peaked right at the end of the last one.
We were too busy signing Marlon Byrd.
Every 10, 15 years, you get this like influx of, and it's not just from one spot. It's just finally the kids all make it, all your prospects, everybody, the stars align, and you're seeing the next generation of players. And that's all it is right now. Yeah, I'm happy for it because quite frankly, I mean, weren't you? I'm glad A-Rod's got snubbed. I like that.
He might even deserve it, to be honest. He has like 20 some home runs, right? He's having a really good year.
Yeah, he's definitely an all-star.
Tainted though.
Yeah, well, listen.
I don't think he's tainted anymore, though. I mean,
I don't know. We don't know if he is.
You know what?
I'm sure he's getting tested every 12 hours.
The hell with tainted anymore? Tainted's out the door when it comes. The players are the players.
And they always say the All-Star game's for the fans.
It doesn't really matter. Right? It doesn't really matter who's tainted anymore. I come to the conclusion that who gives a shit? Okay, these are actors. They go in the field, we pay a few bucks, we want them to see do the best job acting. If Robert De Niro does some steroids and has a good acting part, I'm like, do I care if he's doing steroids? I mean, that's what these guys are. That's the money they're getting paid now. They're actors. We pay to see them act. We pay to see them play. Whatever they do to get out of the field, big deal. It's not like that anymore. It's not like when we were kids where the heroes were the ball players. They're not our heroes anymore. I mean, rap stars are more heroes to kids than ball players are anymore. Okay, so
sadly.
Yeah, sadly, that's the truth, man. You make a face all you want, but that's the truth.
I'm not denying. I'm not denying any of that. I'm not denying any of that. I'm just what I don't like is what I've always said is I don't care if they want to do steroids. Let them all do steroids then. But even level the playing field if you're going to do that, because if you're doing it and everybody else isn't, that's an unfair advantage.
But that's past, right? We know about that. We know about that. Well, whether you care or not is the fact that the player's playing and you're watching. You're paying money to watch him. Okay, so you're paying money to watch a guy who does steroids. He's playing well, and you're seeing the excitement out on the field. It's your entertainment value. Okay, let no one do anything and just walk out of the field and play shitty. Okay, are you going to go to the games anymore? Probably not. If the Phillies were all on steroids and playing well, we'd pack the freaking stadium. But since they're not, we don't pack the stadium because they're no good. So it depends on how much you want to pay, what your value is for what you want to see. You want to spend $150 to watch an NHL hockey player play? You want to see him skate up and down the ice for 10 minutes, okay, for $150? Or do you want to spend $20 to see him play? Depends. It depends on what you're willing to spend for them. If you're willing to go to a ballpark and see A-Rod hit 2 home runs, although he's on steroid, hit 2 home runs, you saw a home run hit, what's your value there? Do you want to pay to see that or don't you? Or you just want to take the moral end of it? The moral end of it is gone. We know that right now. It's gone.
I would not pay. I would not go see A-Rod play for free.
Well, people are. That's the thing.
I would.
The New York Yankees are. He hits 3,000. He got his 3,000 hits. It was the greatest thing to happen there in 2 years. Well, 1 year since whatchamacallit did it. What's his name?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
That freaking other Yankee guy. What's his
Jeter?
name? Jeter, yeah. They forgot. They didn't care about steroids that moment. You think the guy who caught that ball was getting all kinds of money? Cares that the guy's ball he caught is on steroids? No, he couldn't give a shit. Doesn't matter to him. That's past. Doesn't matter with these guys anymore. I mean, you talk about Hall of Fame, getting in the Hall of Fame, should or shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Does it really matter anymore? If you're not going to put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame, then don't put anybody in there. You know what I mean? That's it. It's like, what's the difference? Okay, so if you don't want the steroid crews to be in the Hall of Fame, give them their own little spot. Give them their own little cabinet in the corner. They hit, Bonds hit 72 home runs. He hit it. Steroids or not, he hit it. It went out in the ballpark 72 times. Give him his little wing. Give him a little box. Steroid addict Barry Bonds hit 72
He's an
home
addict
runs.
now.
Well, whatever. Steroid.
I know, it's funny.
I'm just saying, whatever it is, it is. Just you got to put it there. You know what I mean? You just can't.
And you have to acknowledge that it happened.
You can't make pretend things didn't happen.
That's when you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, that's it. If you want to, Joe Jackson was a piece of shit, but all his records are in the Hall of Fame.
And that's the thing. I know you don't like when we talk about wrestling and all, but WWE tried to do that with Benoit. They tried to act like he never existed. They never mentioned him. They skipped right over because he killed his family. It makes sense to try to distance himself from that.
It's like OJ.
But at the same time, you can't just act like something didn't happen. It happened.
They didn't take OJ's records out of anything. He still has his rushing yards there. I mean,
because he didn't do it.
That's right, he didn't do it. But even if he did do it, they're going to take his. He did it.
But if he did do it, this is how I do it.
Yeah.
And he sold a book about it.
Yeah, this is how I would do it. Right. Well, at least you a tell-all book. This is how I would do it. I don't agree with him with some of the things in there that you would have thought I would have done some things different.
Now you're a big fan of OJ and what he brought to the table.
You know what? I tell you what. I got if I'm Caitlyn Jenner Jr., whatever the hell his or her name is. And does he have a dick or not? That's what I want to know.
Pretty confident he does.
Are you sure? Did he cut that off yet? Because he goes up in that ESPYs things with a bulge. I'm going to be sick to my stomach.
Well, it'll be in a dress, so you probably won't see the bulge.
I hear that he's got his own fashion designers, and his ex-wife doesn't want to wear anything that he's wearing that he's been designed by. That ESPYs is going to be such a freaking. Everyone's going to watch it because it's going.
I never watched the ESPYs.
But this train wreck with him on there, her on there, it on there.
No, because I don't want to give it any.
Franken-Jenner, I call him.
I don't want to give it any. I don't want to give it my view. I don't want to give.
I look back on his.
I don't want to be a part of that rating.
I look back on this Bruce Jenner thing and his Kim Kardashian, the whole Kardashian bullshit. I don't know what to call it. It's one big Frankenstein after another, and I date it back to who's responsible for these people. And I get some arguments. What O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson doesn't have Kim's dad as his lawyer. The Kardashian name really never gets out there, and his sex tape really doesn't make a damn difference because no one knows who she is. But since the dad was a prominent lawyer and then I guess divorced the mother.
So we can blame O.J. for what we see on TV.
Then Jenner married her, and I think Jenner was a friend of O.J.'s back in the day.
Jenner married her. I don't mind.
Jenner married Jenner.
I don't
know what her name is.
She married her.
Right, whatever. Anyway, there's connections here between the juice and Jenner.
And the juice that we're seeing every Sunday.
We're not even sure if one of the Kardashian girls is Juice's daughter. You know what I mean? They have that's still out there now.
That was a rumor. I'm pretty sure
that's a rumor. Just look at the face and you can see it. It's there. And you look at OJ's daughter, it looks exactly like her.
I don't compare the two.
Yeah, do
maybe she's dating now.
What are ball players are dating?
James Harden.
Another one bites the dust.
Yep.
The man killer.
It seems like there's several Kardashian sex tapes, so it's not just one daughter; it's several.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, it all started with Kim and her sex tape.
Send me the link.
But the thing, what I'm trying, my point being, was that O.J. Simpson pretty much
throw him in jail. Give him the chair now.
He's still in jail.
No, I'm saying give him the chair now. For that's even a worse crime than killing anybody.
He's responsible for Caitlyn Jenner.
He is killing society. So I give him the chair.
Give him the chair for this. Huh? This is worse.
You can kill all the ex-wives you want, but now you killed America by creating this spawn of Satan that is the Kardashian Jenner clan.
This guy, whatever you want to call it, is going to go up on the ESPYs as the what do they call it? The Arthur Ashe just threw up on his grave.
Arthur Ashe. Hey, if I was his family, honest to God, I'd say remove my name. I'm dead serious. I'd say remove my father / husband, whoever it is. Remove his name from this award.
Yeah,
because there's nothing courageous about becoming a woman.
You know what? I just don't care. I don't care about Bruce Jenner. To me, you go from What did I
This is
say?
I'm gonna be explaining this to my kids and my grandkids when Michael Phelps comes out in 30 years. No, Phelps was a great athlete, guys. We didn't see this coming.
But you know what? You got to look at this thing. This could be a great movie. I mean, you go from decathlon to nylons. You know, the Jenner story starts with winning the decathlon. I mean, that's a great athlete. He was the greatest athlete on earth, really. To be that on the box of Wheaties, and he was a heartthrob too for women after he won the Olympics. He was the dude, man. Okay, and then you go from that to this in a 30-year span. I was a 40-year. I guess he was like 22 or something. I think when he did the decathlon, was he something like that, or maybe younger? But you go the movie you write here. I mean, this is a 3-hour flick. Somebody's got to grab this thing. There's got to be the story here.
You know it's getting made.
And he's making it. He's part of it. This is part of it.
He'll be executive producer. He'll make money off of it.
What if I told you right now in 5 years?
Was it 30 for 30 special?
30 for 30.
What if
90
I told
for 90. What if I told you this became one of the biggest money-making hoax ever? Because if you look at this thing the way it is and pull back on it a little bit, could it be?
It's only making money off teens and soccer moms.
What?
Nobody else cares about. There's not a guy in the world spending a penny on Caitlyn Jenner.
But what I'm saying is, if you look at, there will be when he puts a reality show out there and everybody tunes in to see the train wreck.
He already has it. It's premiering on Eastern.
Well, there it is. So that's going to make a lot of dough. I mean,
what's it called? I forget what it's called.
It's called Trainwreck.
No, it's not. It's called like Caitlyn's Story. I don't forget what it's called.
My problem is this, and it's always been this. And
you've been pondering this shit.
I was sitting here listening, and I'm 5. Everybody has the right to their own opinions. I understand it. Yeah,
I am Kate.
All right, here's
don't get melancholy.
No. You don't have to You don't have to do it.
The sad reality is,
I don't see how him doing all this craziness and basically, to me, it's almost making a circus, a mockery out of people who are having a problem with their gender, what their gender association is. I don't see how him going on national TV, because his situation is not even remotely close to some 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, girl, guy, doesn't matter, in middle America. They don't have the millions and millions of dollars and the support of all this media and all these superstars that were his friends or is his friends. They don't have that. So why go through this media blitz? Why don't you just come out and be a woman for 6 months and document it and don't say nothing? Don't tell us you're doing it. And that at the end of it, it has more credibility.
Because he's a Kardashian. He's in that crew. The cameras are on these clowns every day. They take a shit, there's a camera. They go out, they do everything, they eat, they have shows. There's no way out of it. His only thing is he wasn't getting as much press as the rest of them. Now he's the main man. Now they got to fight to get his camera time. I mean, this is not about him. This is more about everything that's going on around him. He has no choice. When you're Bruce Jenner and you're married to that family and you are an Olympic star and you've been part of the United States, the box of Wheaties, you've been around, you've been in the media you don't get to hide in this society. You got to start off being a nobody to get to hide for 6 months. There's no way he's going to be able to hide from the cameras. What's going to go to an island and hang out on an island and no one's going to see him? The way things are now, when you're in the limelight, forget about it. You can't do nothing. You got the eye in the sky. You got the drones. You got people with cameras and trees around it. That's not going to happen. Whether he wanted to do it that way or not, he didn't have a choice. What Dud Frankenstein did was he just did it. And I, to this day, still not 100% sure this thing isn't a hoax. I'm really not. Nothing has told me that it may not be.
I don't know, man. It has boobs now.
Does he? Have you seen them?
No, I don't want to see them.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
If saw yours. Yours were bad enough.
Yeah.
No, but point being, don't you think someone's seen them?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
But it's a story, though. You don't want to know, but we're talking about it. He's an athlete. Okay,
he was an
athlete. Okay, well, so a lot of people. Look, if Joe Montana comes out and does something like this, boy, it's going to be a real shocker.
Yeah, of course. But Joe Montana also isn't associated with a family known for whoring themselves out to the media. That's why we kind of take it with a grain of salt.
15 Love, Mikey the Wall.
Yeah, I mean, if this was some Bruce, whatever.
If we're going with the Arthur Ashe Award, I thought that was appropriate. Score one, 15 Love, nice. Mike Wall.
There you go.
I gotta take a break, man.
Please.
Please.
Come on, we have the Wall Report.
Wall report. He's Jones over. I'm running out of time here. We have to go overtime so the Wall report and get its dope. Dash King shut to the left. Oh man, Shavitz. This is Sports Goombahs. We're live at the 515 Studios, Bucks County, PA. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Inc. For your individual and small group health insurance needs. BZI offers free instant online insurance quotes and applications from major health insurance carriers. The BZI Group is dedicated to a no-nonsense approach to health insurance. They focus on giving you the insurance you need in a timely and cooperative manner. Whether you're looking for individual and family, group, seniors, life, or long-term coverage, BZI can help. For additional information or to speak with an insurance expert, call 1-800-431-4834 or email them at www.bzigroup.com.
Hey, yo, Cassie, what are you doing?
I got plumbing problems here. I can't get the water to go down the drain. What am I gonna do?
Call Guaranteed Plumbing, 215-342-7200 for all your plumbing needs. Serving the Philadelphia area and the greater Delaware Valley.
What was that phone number again?
215-342-7200.
Oh, yeah, oh.
Need an electrician? Think about adding surveillance or security to your home? Call Beacon Systems at 215-400-1151. Ask for Big Joe and tell him the Sports Goombahs sent you. That's 215-400-1151. They're the #1 electric installer in the Delaware Valley. Guaranteed customer satisfaction. That's Beacon Systems at 215-400-1151.
Looking for insurance? Get the coverage you deserve at a cost you can afford. Call Stefano Turra, Farmers Insurance Agency, 215-987-3734. They specialize in life, auto, business, homeowners, and more. Call the agent you can count on. Stefano Turra's Farmers Insurance, 215-987-3734. Or stop in their Northeast location at 1120 Cobbin Avenue. That's Stefano Turra's Farmers Insurance, 215-987-3734. Wall report.
Yes. A little later than usual. Thanks for sticking with us. It's time for everybody's favorite segment. It is the Wall Report. No, I still don't get any. All right, Susan, if I get me into there we go. Yeah. Every week I'm waiting for it, and I never get it. Now we have a little. All right, it's not cheering. We do have it's a little. It's a shorter Wall Report than usual, as half the things I wrote down initially, we all brought it up at some point. So
okay,
but bear with me. I'll kick things off with the annual Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Everyone's just disgusting, gluttony of America. The winner was not Joey Chestnut. He did lose. It was Matt Stoney who won. He ate 62 hot dogs with buns, mind you. I couldn't eat 62 buns, by the way, in a day. He ate 62 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes.
In a week, you couldn't eat 62 buns.
No, I really couldn't. Honestly, I couldn't eat 62 buns in a week.
I did. I told you. I made a joke. I had 16 or 12 or 12 or 14 or 16. It was right around there for $1 dog night. Just because I wanted to stick it to the man.
Yeah, but okay, 10 minutes? I want to know how many you eat in 10 minutes?
5.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe 5, 6.
I don't even ever get to 5. How the hell these guys do this? It's disgusting. Cashy, what are you eating?
I'm not sticking that shit down me, man. Come on.
I don't know. You know what the worst part?
No.
I hate hot dogs.
Right. Come on.
I just did it.
Michael Sam is update.
Back,
this
baby.
is a sad one though.
Oh,
him and his lovely boyfriend Vito Camasano. They appear,
Vito Comasana, huh?
they appear to be broken up. So I mean, the kiss heard around the world. Unfortunately, it's all for naught. They're not. I mean, they were engaged, but the rumor has it they're on the outs. He deleted all his pictures of them on Instagram, which is like the worst thing you can do. That's so messed up. WNBA legend, I guess they have legends in WNBA. Becky Hammon. She'll be coaching the Spurs during the summer league. She'll be the first female coach in a big full professional sports. So, will we ever see an actual women head coach in sports? And if so, how soon?
In the NBA
Or in any sport?
Well,
if anything, it's going to be the NBA, I would believe.
Well, I don't know what will be the first woman coach in the NBA or soccer becoming a prominent sport.
That's a good one. I mean, that's a good.
That would have to bet on that one. I would think that.
I bank on a woman head coach first.
I can't see. I really can't see a woman like with the NBA the way it is. It's not sexist or whatever. With the kind of money that's been played, the kind of money that's made in the NBA with male players, I just don't see them having a female player in our time. And for what reason? Because the female player, she knows that much. Where
I don't think so much that it's that.
How is it going to become? How is that person going to get hired? Is it going?
Well, she's already hired. She's an assistant coach.
What team?
The Spurs.
Yeah. She's on the.
She's already assistant coach.
No idea. Really?
Yeah. But
well, then I'm wrong. Maybe before
because in the summer
soccer.
league, usually is the assistant coach of the team, and she's the actual head coach of the team for this summer. So I mean,
well, no, maybe I'm
wrong. Maybe it's closer than you think.
Yeah, closer than soccer. Absolutely.
I don't know how. Granted, I've never been inside an NBA locker room, but aren't they walking around?
Yeah, it's
dicks
not,
out.
Yeah, it's not a female oriented joint, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I guess she's the front runner. I guess we had big Pat. So you think Pat Summitt could have been a coach?
I know Pat Summitt, man.
I know not anymore.
She was a Tennessee. She's like the Tennessee flag now.
Yeah.
Since they took down the other.
Come on!
The flag of the Army of Northern Virginia.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Northern Virginia flag.
Yes, that's what it is.
Or the Dukes of Hazzard flag.
The Dukes of Hazzard. I think it's so funny. It's not the Confederate flag. Everybody's ignorant. It's really not. It's like a battle. It's like a battle flag for one of the armies during the during Civil War.
But it's
that's how ignorant people are. I think I find that.
All right, let's not get into that, man. I don't want
go. Sorry,
I'm sorry. You're gonna bring it down here, man.
Interesting decision, and we'll see what you guys think about it. David West, he's a forward, used to be with the Pistons. He had 1 year left on his deal at $12.2 million. He opted out of that. He opted out of that contract to sign a 1 year, $1 million deal with the Spurs. Your take on that? Is he
$1 million?
is he ring chasing by going to Spurs?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or is he just saying I'm sick of playing? Like, is it?
Well, if you're ring chasing by going to the Spurs, is that the move? Is that the team to go to?
That's where he's going.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Yeah, but I understand what you're saying. Are they going to contend?
The team that they have plus Aldridge, who's like I said, is a big free agent, plus him.
Aldridge is there. Yeah, that's.
I mean, that's
Spurs are loaded up again.
They're gonna be. I think they're gonna be one of the favorites again.
Well, you know what?
But here's what I always say, and I wonder.
It's a smart move.
You can have your own opinions on this. We bash the guys for selling out, taking max deals for the worst teams, but then we have negative things to say about a guy, ring chasing. Where's the we made fun of Peyton and Malone when they did with the Lakers.
I don't like ring chasers. I don't.
So
like
where's the middle ground? I have to sign a reasonable contract for a reasonable team.
In the NBA, it's that it seems like in the NBA more than most the old veterans who haven't gotten there yet, but have the credentials and the possible Hall of Fame numbers. A la the Charles Barkley's and
because there's
Malone's.
higher odds,
right? And they had a chance, and you want that ring. You want to retire with that ring. Having that ring, whether you get it or not, through your building of a team or being on a team, is what you want. And for $1 million, which is not a lot of money in sports, that's nothing. Actually.
No, it's not. But it's one thing to just be a free agent and sign it, but he declined 12.5 to go get one. That's a bold move. Bold move.
Yeah, he's going to play another
Who's
year.
to say he couldn't do it in the year after that?
Well,
he could have finished this year, then been a free agent. Go, all right, Spurs 1 year.
Well, he's got to know that there's other money in the pipeline for that. Then
he's obviously he must be well off financially. He must be a smart guy.
Well, he's got that Gronkowski going thing.
Now,
if you figure if you can get it, then I guess at some point in your career, you got to go that way. So.
Now you've all heard about the shark attacks that have been going on all over the Eastern Seaboard. It is Shark Week, too. But there's another a Miami woman She's suing the Miami Marlins. She's claiming she has a permanent neck injury sustained by the Marlins shark mascot attacking her. Back in 2013, apparently it did like a fake little bite, try to bite the lady.
So she's
And
jumping
she
on
had
the
a-
shark attack thing now?
She said she can no longer work. She said her day-to-day life is painful over a shark attack with
Hey,
a
listen,
mascot.
A fake shark attack.
From 2 years ago.
She's getting paid. They're going to pay her.
Yeah,
Here's
probably.
something.
Just to go away.
You sure? They don't even pay their players.
There's nothing to do with
It's Marlins.
players.
You
This
can't
is-
trade. They'll just sell off another All-Star for to pay
This
for
is not
this.
the
To
Marlins.
pay for the
This is their
settlement.
insurance policy paying anyway, so they're not worried about that.
A couple teams possibly moving, and where they're going to is pretty interesting. The New York Post reported that the Phoenix Coyotes. I didn't know they weren't the Arizona Coyotes, but whatever.
Yeah.
They possibly moving to Vegas. Gary Bettman and the Coyotes owner are both denying it, saying it's not true. Also, the Milwaukee Bucks. They demanded a new arena. They said
about
if we
time,
don't get it, we're going to Vegas or Seattle too. So we could very possibly in the next 3 or so years have 2 professional teams in Vegas.
I got to tell you, the Milwaukee Bucks, have they contended? Last time they
Since-
contended wasn't Jabbar on the team.
No, I think
as
they-
Lou Alcindor back then.
They
Like 69?
contended, yeah, but we remember the one
The
playoff
Sixers,
series.
yeah, they
It
had
was like in the 80s, wasn't it?
no, they had the Iverson run.
The Iverson
Oh,
run,
yeah.
I remember we knocked off Ray Allen. Other
Ray
than
Allen,
that,
right,
they
yeah.
had like a game winner for like the series. I
What's
remember
his
that.
name?
That's
the,
what it
the
is.
big dude who was the one with Ray Allen. There was 2 of them. Who's the other guy? Yes, the
I don't
forward.
know.
He had the power forward who took the last shot. Actually,
I think it,
Really?
think
I would
that's-
assume it would have been Ray Allen.
no, it was what you call. Who's the guy that? Oh,
I'd have to look it
he
up.
went to
after
he
that.
went to his graduation and then flew back in. He was the guy who was. Oh no, I was with Toronto. I'm
Oh,
talking.
yeah,
Toronto.
yeah, I didn't
yeah.
remember.
I think it's funny because when I was a kid and I paid attention, they seemed always play spoiler on the Sixers. Whenever I went to like 3 or 4 games, it always seemed to be the Milwaukee Bucks.
They
And
destroyed.
then when I came back, when I started paying attention again, when Iverson was around, that's when they were good again.
the
I'm like,
Milwaukee Bucks used to take a beating from the Sixers. They used to throw everything they had in the center at Malone. Those 2 years he was here. Those 2 years that he really played well here.
Now, if you remember last week, I gave you the story of Luke Rednauer, NBA player who's traded. He played for 4 teams in 24 hours. I know he spoke too soon because he got traded again. He got traded again for the 5th time. He's on the 5th team. He got traded to the Raptors.
That's some Hall of Fame shit.
I mean, and one. I hope he didn't try to like buy an apartment or a house or anything. I hope nobody bought his jersey. Got traded again. So who knows? By next week, I'll probably have another update. He'll be on the Sixers and the Lakers next week. John Lester got his first major league hit today. He was 0 for 66 beforehand, which was the largest 0 for in Major League Baseball history.
Yep.
Little known fact. So
They cut into that, I think.
0 for 66 ABs. You guys getting hits?
I'm getting
Am
at
I
least
getting hit?
one.
You getting one?
In the
I'm getting
majors?
one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Major, I don't know. I
Yes.
never. How do you know? Yes, you take on a
I
major
can
league
hit
pitcher.
a curveball. I don't know. About one. I don't know about 90-mile-an-hour fastball, but I can hit a curveball.
How do you know?
I'm sure you are.
I'm chef. I can hit it.
I don't know. I don't.
I'd say no shot. I think we all go 0 for 66 with 66 strikeouts. We may work a hit bat. I may throw an elbow out there and a curveball, but
Listen, at 59, I'm throwing the bat at the pitcher. Guaranteed. That's it. You know. In fact, I'm not sitting in there till 66.
All right, I'll tell you what. Get me that bat. Give me 66 at bats. I'm in.
in the major leagues,
Yeah, why not?
I don't even have the
And
kind
I'll
of pool.
do it. I'll do it.
Once the wall report blows up, I'll do that for
Who
you.
the hell's gonna? What major league team's gonna throw you 66 pitches?
I'd be afraid too.
No, it would be 66. So it'd have to be 66 times 3 because
Right,
he's going
well,
to strike out on every one.
First of all, who's going to give him the shot? That's number one. That's why
Nobody.
he's saying that.
Tweet it out there. Get me a shot.
I could have my little brother throw you 66 pitches. You're not getting contact on one of them.
Yeah, 10
Mainly because he's
10 grand.
going to plunk you most of the time.
We'll get the. I'll do it, and whatever we generate, we'll donate. To
No,
a
I just
charity.
said that would mean that's it for the wall report this week. We kind of ran up against the clock, but I do want to throw it out there. Jaleel Okafor debuted today.
Oh,
You see
yeah.
his numbers?
Yep.
20 points, 9 rebounds.
Who you play against? A bunch of little
He
leaguers.
played the Spurs,
The Spurs.
the Summer Spurs, coached by Becky Hammond.
Summer Spurs. Summer Spurs.
The world be changing, baby. It will be changing big time.
So that's it for the wall report. That's all I got for you.
Short and sweet this week, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look at the time. We're up against the clock.
Don't worry about the clock. I control the damn clock.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's doing it. Let you hear this. Sends chills down the crew.
Chills. That's what I've been waiting for. That's all I've been waiting for.
And I'm telling you, I wait for a war report every week too myself. You know, if I wasn't controlling this chaos, I'd be listening to it. That's
Be
for sure.
setting your Your DVR?
I'm going to give you a little update on my bed situation.
Oh God!
The six,
I thought we were
Well, I mean,
past that.
yeah, I mean, if I knew this, I would extend the wall report.
the $6,500 bed. The report is that I'm sleeping on the couch now.
Are you serious?
Are you really?
Come on, guys.
Oh God! Maybe he's
Do you
got
need a hand or something?
We got to
Like,
get his ass
No,
a
I need a
futon
hand.
or something.
no, I don't mean. Like, do you need someone to go with you and say, "Hey, look, my friend doesn't know what he's doing here.
No, I'm just kidding.
Get the man a bed."
I'm just messing with you. The bed's working fine. It's beautiful. Look at me, man. I'm all cockeyed.
I don't think that had anything to do with your bed, though.
Well, I'm going to give a little shout out to my man, Zim at bzigroup.com, the Obamacare guy, Mr. Obamacare guy himself. Give him a call, 800-431-4834. BZI Group Insurance. He's the best bet to get to know what you are covered for, and pricing wise too. Forgot to put him in there.
Yeah.
Who's the sponsor the second half? We're blowing it tonight. That's it, guys. Good show, man.
Always.
Better than usual. Usually better than ever.
I do apologize to all the fans out there who had to see Cashy's bare chest tonight. I mean, that's unfortunate. I didn't think it was going to happen. When we put this on YouTube, we got to actually put like one of the parental guidance
disclaimer.
things. Yeah, you got to sign in,
I wanna
prove
see-
you're 18.
LVA. What did they? Language, violence.
Sexual
strong
nudity. Could put an
strong sexual
Yeah.
content.
Put an N
and
rating.
nudity.
Hey, look, you know what? YouTube wants to bust my chops about stealing the Boardwalk Empire shtick, which isn't even on the air anymore. Don't come after me for my own body, huh?
Oh,
It's like a werewolf gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm Cashy the King. I got my chef to the left, Brendan B. Mikey the Wall, as usual, to my right. This is the Sports Goombahs. We'll catch you next week when we come back to some more ranting and beefing, Sports Goombah style. Have a good night.
what? Just sleeves.